Do you like listening to me hum and la 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 la? Good morning, everyone. It's a beautiful, almost 6 a.m. on this wonderful Sunday morning. I'm having brunch with the boys. Wow. And we are going to rock out this boss base, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to do some interesting things this morning. And so thank you, everybody who is joining us, anybody who's interested in joining us. The link is in the Unshackled chat. The YouTube is live and open. So we're going to rock out the Survivor 105 Romero base. We rocked our tunes and some people crashed and burned. So we're going to share live what works and share tips and tricks of what did not work in the pre-show. LOL is what I posted. If you're awake, come join the panel. So please do. If you don't know how to join the panel, please let us know. If you're not on the Unshackled chat and you want a link and you're in the YouTube chat, please let us know and we'll PM you one. So I am obviously skipjacked. Haven't been to bed yet, so I've got a little bit of a rock and roll smoker voice going on. So we've got, in my order, we have the wonderful Irish Anton Airlines. And he
Hello there, everybody.
Rocked it and burned. We have the smooth talker, but the quiet one, Tomas.
Hello.
And we have the crazy train, because I don't like clowns, but I love his picture, Mr. One and Only, the Trickster. Yeah, baby.
Hi, guys. Must be crazy. Another
Every time I see your name, I want to say, trick or treat, what do I get? Sorry about the notifications. Got my little dinger donger going on. All right, so you guys have actually been doing this. I wasn't. We were in a hangout. You guys were showing me what you were doing. I was trying to fix my attack logs. They're really pissing me off, so I'm going to make sure I'm going to take that up with Kicksai. But we're going to share. I'm going to try to make sure that I do it appropriately, so we're screen sharing appropriately. I haven't produced a show. I've hosted them, but not produced one in a while. Hence the goodbye show a couple weeks ago, several weeks ago, 6 weeks ago. So if I screw it up, just bear with me. And I'm going to let the guys do their explanation on what works, what doesn't work, so you don't lose time and run out of time. And I'm going to listen, and they're going to tell you what doesn't work and where you're going to lose time, and try not to do that. So I'm going to, who wants to screen share first?
I can.
I think Switch is already in one.
Okay, so Switch, you want to go? Because I do have you checked. So I'm going to
show you the base first.
I know I'm going to do this wrong.
And behind that right-hand CC, the defense lab lives in there, so that's important. That goes out.
Yeah.
It's for speed. It's hidden in there, so you can. We were looking for it, we couldn't find it, and so we were.
Whoa, my YouTube is not loading. Can somebody double check the YouTube and see if we're actually going? Oh, there we go.
Yeah, I've got YouTube up.
Okay, so we're okay.
It did get stuck. I had to refresh it.
Right.
Hello there, Jeff. How you doing? And John.
Shall I start?
Yep.
Yeah, and just explain what you want to explain or don't explain.
Yeah. I will take my Sunder out with my caretaker and bishop for fast speeding on shot. Little too fast.
A little bit laggy to start off, but it's not too bad.
And here's the
nicely done. I'm going to game in there, but this way here, I think, I don't know if it's a bet. It's not definitely not the best way, but it's a way to cut down your repair and get the base done without going mad.
And I take out that Honda flag gun with my technicals. I retreat. and I put in my mix. I have electric ops running on my Nix, so I can shoot at the floaters and
Nice.
the anti-air.
Nice. It's really hard to teach people how to do that. Shoot at it, shock it, and then get in for a better shot. Very well done.
I have to go full screen there, I think. Maybe you're full screen.
There's a little liberator in the back.
Yeah, I've not spotted him yet.
Yeah, it's over on the left hand side there. And go bar there is another important
Oh yeah.
building to take out.
I will take in my siege and Adria and bishop. I target that missile silo first because there's a GS rocket, so I don't smash my Adria and Darkstorm. And now I go for the
Onshaw's got a lot of health. We need a name for that guy as well. I'm sure if we scout it, we can get his proper title.
Now he is spawning out, and I will take my Adria and I have to find my box.
So we go.
Oh, she's shocked.
Yeah, it does shock units.
Yeah, there's a few stages there.
Yeah, I tried one earlier with Dracons and Cerberus, and I lost badly.
Morning there, Thug. How you doing?
Hi there, Fug.
Can I ask, because my ravage are almost max, whatever your ravage, I have a lot of people ask me that. Like they obviously know that that's an O siege, but whatever your ravishers, because people say, oh, I did it like this, and mine didn't do as well. And I was like, well, cities are this, or Leinsters are this, or mine are one down from max. So, what level are your ravishers?
My are level 30.
Okay, so they're maxed out.
Mine are 24, so they're a bit down.
There you go. How much time had you left there?
I saw that she did do some punching on my.
Oh, you know, we're a minute left there, so you know you had that.
Just for
Yeah, down there. That was nicely done.
Thank you.
The bishop makes a difference with
Uh,
reducing time.
Yeah, but when he's shocked area, I think he got some shots in for the bishop too. So totally, I have 1 hour on my area, Darkstorm, and bishop platoon.
Do you
And
think a caretaker it out with your
1
dogs?
minute on my Sunder and caretaker and bishop.
He's talking in TS.
And on my air, I got 27 minutes.
So it's basically an hour a base. I think that's for that base. I think it's very, very, very manageable. That
Yeah.
you only need to do 4 of these bases every Sunday that they're out.
Yeah. So, and they give 4, 3, and 2, and then 1, 1, 1, like Pix I posted it.
Yeah.
I think I got the first one. I got 4. Now I got 3 parts. Then
That's your second one you've done then.
yeah.
Do you think a caretaker it out with the Darkstorm and Ardra?
Yeah, maybe, but that is 1 hour.
With
Two.
the bishop?
The only thing is there that caretaker days quickly. I suppose we could try it.
Let's put one in and have a try.
Right, you go next, Sir Trickster, are you?
Yeah, can do, mate.
Yep, we'll rock and roll it.
Just
I
make sure
like.
everything's ready. Alright, I've not completed one yet, so here's to failing.
No. Oh, come on. That's adorable.
Well, you can't have it all every way.
No, but you know what's kind of funny is, I mean, we were talking in the pre-show while you're getting set up, but we were talking in the pre-show about how it'd be cool to share all this. But I understand why you wouldn't want to. I mean, you know, I would be like Shadow Killer because people say coin it, and then I would. I am so sorry about these notifications. I'm having like a fit with Facebook right now.
I'm not screen sharing.
Yeah, because
Oh,
you keep talking. Yeah, so I'm just waiting for you to get to that part. And when I see something's loading, then I'll get present. There we go. Now we'll get you presented. That should go, and I'll double check, flip over to, yep, there you are, call it to YouTube.
So, I noticed, Thomas, you changed out for that flak turret.
Yeah.
I'm not using it, it's electric.
Maybe you should.
Yeah, it's run out, damn it.
Never activate it before I tell you the show's about to go live, because I'm always at least 15 or 20 minutes late. And this time we're more like 25
Yeah,
minutes.
I noticed for that flak turret, you used technicals.
Yeah, 2 technicals. It saves some shots on your necks.
Yeah, exactly. All less damage, all else. And I won a jumbo jet yesterday.
You did not.
I did. Not won a master loot yet though.
I don't know if they're in that lottery yet.
I was wondering if they were gonna do it as a, you know, like a, that you could win it.
Because I've won 2 jumbo jets now.
Well, the way I see it is, I think is because the jumbo jets have always been in something that you can win, and they put the, excuse me, they put the, oh my goodness.
Because I thought maybe they would have stopped them because they'd put them in for sale.
Mm-hmm.
I did activate my. Yeah. It's electric.
Yeah, and this now, these boss bases, same as the last boss bases, they do not pay out shadow ops or extra parts. It's just solely elite parts and medals it pays out, 25,000 medals.
Let me hope my keyboard, me typing, is too loud. And YouTube guys, if you're listening, if you can hear me typing, because I just got a new keyboard, so it's not quite broken yet, so it is a little loud to me. Compromise.
Do exactly the same as you done. Well, almost. Maybe I shouldn't worry about that CC then. I still can't see that Liberator.
He's up in the left corner.
Oh yeah, there he is. I'm not going to worry about that.
Now, don't worry about them other buildings, you know, just the go-go bar there and hunters, I think, so.
That was it. So, drop in.
Very good.
Hoping I can still drop my blackout in.
And if you can, can take 2 Revengers just to shoot at that missile silo.
Yeah. Just take that out.
Yeah.
Just build some Ravagers up.
Is everybody out there in YouTube land? Have you all got Nix as a unit? I think this is a.
Yeah, I see Doug says, so you use the next nice trick. And it really is, she is really badass. I mean, I love this.
She is.
Thing. She is really badass.
Oh, sure. Oh, it's in there.
Oh, and just because people will watch the replay on this, I'm sure of it. What level is your Nyx?
Nyx is 10.
Okay. And since you're showing your Darkstorm and also your Audra, and that's what I call her because I'm a big Valley fan. I know I'm showing my age, but there was a show here in America called The Big Valley. And I believe this unit is named after her, and her name was Audra. Now it's Audra. But she was one of them. I mean, she's no longer alive, but as an actress, one of the most beautiful actresses ever. Naturally long blonde hair. What level is your Audra?
7.
7. Okay.
Yeah.
And your bishop?
Bishop 5, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, your Darkstorm, if you know, roughly.
My Darkstorm 21.
Okay. And since I don't have the Omega Blackout, but that looks different than mine. Is that an Omega Blackout?
It is.
Okay.
And that's 33.
Wow. That's nice. I'm at 32 parts of 80 of getting it. Chad helps me every time the bases run on the map when I'm not doing something else, which was doing City Show, and then David saying, hey, can you start the show because of X, Y, and Z?
Be careful of that power plant.
No, I'm not worried about that. Ravagers are free.
Yeah, that's true. Boom. I hope they stay that way, too. I love the way they run together and high-five themselves at the end.
That is a nice way of doing them.
Yeah. Great job, Trickster.
Thanks. That's my first one.
There you go. And how much time had you left there?
About 1.5 minutes.
There you go. So, I think that's the way to. I'm sure there's maybe better ways to get it with less damage, but I think for the first time doing these bases, I think time is an issue. Like I run out of time twice.
Right, and not just about the time is an issue, because we have so many players that have different units they don't have. That's why I'm peppering you guys with questions, even while you're live doing it. So I'm impressed that you know the answer so quickly while you're screen sharing live on the show. It's really good so people know it.
So I've got 18 minutes on my siege unit and 20 minutes on Nix and Blackout.
Yeah, see, that's not bad.
That's very, very, that's
reasonable.
really, really doable.
Yeah, if you're going to
So
rock.
I've got 2 hours on my Darkstorm tomb, but that's down to losing the Caretaker.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, but I mean.
Oh, there, Dutch. Good morning.
That was probably a mistake putting that in.
Yeah, thank you for going second there. That saved me losing my Caretaker.
I was
Thanks, Thomas. Switch there. Good for you. Good move there.
And they don't like to have the Caretaker and the Bishop together because they feel like all the time they're losing their Caretaker. So for some people say that it seems to be working, but I think I'm not saying that it makes the Caretaker die faster. I just think it's counterproductive to have it in there.
I use the Caretaker only with those units that have a lot of repair time, because if I can manage to get 5 hours down from my repair time, I will use it.
Dutch has Darkstorm with Vindicators with range works good.
Yeah.
Dutch is in the YouTube chat. Dutch, if you want the link, I'll give you the link, bud.
So I can just take the Caretaker out and swap that out, so it's not a problem.
Well, I suppose I may as well try one just to see if there's any. I'll screen share here.
Take the Caretaker off, I would have had, what are they, 1 hour 11?
1 hour 14, is it, or something like that there?
Yeah.
So I only would have had like 45 minutes damage on Darkstorm.
That's kind of how I'm seeing some of it. You know what I mean? It's a little bit.
Yeah, but your Darkstorm are ready for another go. You would have time to repair it if you have not put in your Caretaker with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but even if you had 6 Darkstorms, by the time you do 6 bases, you would have two of them repaired. You could nearly go all day with 6 Caretakers.
Yeah. So I have that, just keep switching them off. Keep switching them out.
So I've got Ardra, Bishop at level 5, Darkstorm 21, Ardra 7, and Sundair, and a Caretaker. And I'm not running it electric. You should really run it electric. I just want to try it without it. There's a 1 base over going, waking him up.
Hit his face. That will wake him up.
I do have Anton on present. Are you gonna do your go now, Anton?
Yep. Okay. My screen sharing, yeah.
Yeah, you should be all ready. I got you all presented.
You're up on YouTube?
Yep. Oh yeah. I was one step ahead of you, darling. Because that's the way I roll.
So again, there, I'm running. I'm running there. Our plan is running the boosts, all 3 boosts. So that's a big help.
That's one thing I always forget to run.
Whenever we're getting intel out, with this, like 24/7, we have as soon as they close down, we pop.
Yep.
Are there animals?
Go ahead. Sorry.
Animals just said morning all.
Oh, good morning.
I can't see the. I'm not being rude, but I can't see chat there. But good morning, anyway. So Defence Lab is in behind here, guys and dolls. So this is why we went this way.
I think 4 bases a week is enough.
Yeah.
Just
that when you
earlier in the pre-show, did we confirm what the drop was? 432111.
We think it
Yep.
is, yeah.
It has that pattern right now.
It does.
Yeah.
I mean, because you guys were doing them, and I know some of us crashed and I say us, but I mean we're kind of a team doing the show. But some of us crashed and burned, so that's what it looks like to everybody. 432111. Okay. All right. I again, like I said, I had to leave unexpectedly in the middle of the afternoon on Friday for a family friend's his own family emergency. So, when have the Omega Sieges been out yet?
I've not seen the Omega Siege.
I didn't think so. Okay, so this is interesting because this sounds like, well, or maybe that's how it's always been for the boss bases. Remember, they changed the loot, and it was supposed to start with the Omega Siege. And have the boss bases always been in this pattern? 432111.
Yes, this last wee while, yes.
Okay, so and no one's ever gotten stuck with like they go to do them the next time they come
Oh,
out.
I just got it there. No more. Next stage.
Okay.
So this is where I come in here with my siege.
Oh, poor baby. Animal says just watched two. Well, we're gonna finish watching Anton. Just watched 2 videos. Rush the base with phalanx and siege once, and it's clear. Wow.
There we go. I target the bonesaw exclusively. I want him gone. One little bony.
Agreed, Dutch. He says caretaker seems to be working better now with units, low health units. And I agree. I've fussed and griped and grinded. That's good. And I'm sorry, I can't remember, Anton. What level of your Ravishers?
29 they are.
29, so almost maxed. Good.
So mine are going up to 25 now. So I've got nothing else.
I'm going to try to get the Ravishers like some Catwoman suits for the zombie event. So when they drop out, they've got like the Catwoman, you know, like the kick-ass Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman, or even Halle Berry if you're, you know, or both, if you're into that, or both.
You're rapping, girls?
Wouldn't that badass if they jumped out, you know, like in like black latex rubber spandex or something? I was going to be zombies and fire. I mean, got to be able to see them. I mean, I obviously some of the bases they might be hard to see because they're black, but who cares? They control themselves mostly. And then they high five at the end. God, I love the Omega Siege. I use it so much.
I'll try and get repaired up.
Where are you going, guys?
You win.
Animal, come on and show us.
Yeah, seriously. Anybody that's in
Got
the
a different way.
Yeah, anybody's on the YouTube, you got the link. I don't care if you have a mic, as long as you have a camera, so we can present you. Coming
There
up.
we go. 1 hour, 1 minute 43 left. So
Nice.
plenty of time.
Yeah.
Shoot,
And that's,
I was trying to click your chest. I'm like,
there you go. I thought I felt something.
I got a chest. I'm like,
Don't know if that's the best way or not there, guys. But
no,
it's the way I'm happy enough doing there. Like, I've lost my mix. That's because I didn't have it to electric. You know what I mean? That's half an hour.
Dutch, if
I'm
you
sure
want
it took half an hour on the Ardra.
to dude.
I'll just give you the repairs.
Animal, you want to come on?
Oh.
Dutch, you want to come on?
We tried that base out with Cerberus and technicals before the first one, and it worked quite good. But when he got over to that left side, then there was the trouble starting because he started to electrify you units.
Yes, it shocks the yes.
And when he shoots, it's a one hit and kill, one shot kill.
So
I will
I've
not.
got 46 minutes on my siege, half an hour on the mix, and 47 minutes on the Ardra. Ardra took a clip there, a good clip, because of shocks. I want to know there would Roland actually do better because it can't be shocked.
No,
yeah, maybe.
You know, doesn't have as much health. You know what I mean? But
yeah. What kind of? I mean, when you guys were screen sharing before, I was kind of flipping all over the place. But what kind of things would you definitely not take into that base?
oh, Juggernaut.
yes,
Yeah, definitely not Juggernaut.
I wouldn't take it in just because of being terrified of losing it.
I mean, yeah.
Technicals, he rips them apart. Trying to think. Probably Vindicators would do you no good.
But they might actually do with the range tech. You know what I mean?
We tried that too in the before the show. Um, the trouble starts when he starts to use electric ops.
Yes. So anything there that's just I'm sure maybe just a simple way. Anything that can be shocked, I wouldn't use.
No.
I wouldn't take a profit in there.
No, I think he's a little too slow for that.
Oh, I try to send you the link, but it won't let me. Won't let me send you the.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Mirror has approved while processing this request.
That's weird.
Try refreshing it, Anton.
Oh, shoot, I didn't realize I didn't have the camera off. Jeez, I'm such a noob. You guys have been staring at a blank square the whole time.
What's everybody else's way? Any new or different ways?
John saying purifiers failed. Hi there, Dune.
Well, they're doing. How are you? It's maybe a better time for you this show. Don't always, he's in Australia, so shows don't really suit him there.
Well, I'm trying to think what else.
I mean, I know we said we were talking about Jenkins. What didn't work when we were in the pre-show?
I tried Polly as well, and that's no.
It doesn't scramble the air that.
A lot of units, technicals of vindicators and bishops, and works pretty good until he goes to the left side. Then the trouble starts. I will not recommend to have any units that can be shocked doing that base.
Yep, John said singing purifiers will fail. Awesome.
I'm not sure if it can be concussed.
No, I think we'll try and find a weakness there, but at the moment that they're.
Because me and Switch, we were toying with the idea of Kara, because she concusses as well.
Yeah.
Oh, so he was okay. So Dutch's technicals are unshackable. So technicals with flamethrowers might work nice.
Yeah, it works pretty good, but when she is a fast hitter, so when she has no drones or like that can cover the technicals, she will one shot them. We have tried that. We had tried that tactic.
Technicals get ripped apart.
Yeah, and she does it fast.
That's interesting. That's an interesting idea. I didn't even think about that. Huh.
Amiga Darkstorm. 9.
Mini Dragons. Oh, that's another way of doing the base.
Not your Jericho. Although he does repair it fast. Not your Jericho.
Let's see.
Oh, that's my siege healed.
Are you doing one more, Trickster?
No,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna heal up Nyx at the minute. Got 15 minutes, and she can go again.
Okay, that's
I will
cool.
try. Try something. But I will try one more.
Take control over the technicals and keep behind the Darkstorm. Well, that's true. I do that a lot of bases, but that's like my own kind of like technique. If I feel like that stuff is going down with my Darkstorm and I don't like it, I'm like, you fucking shit, because something's like bull rushing me, and I don't have my skipjack and my breachers in there to like literally land blast them. And yes, she's my unit and she's maxed, and I know all the good tips and tricks. I got my ass handed to me by Docs and Debo for giving away some of those tips and tricks on a previous show, so we won't talk about that. But yeah, I sometimes do that with my technicals on purpose, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna throw some fucking technicals in there behind the Darkstorm, and it's like it has your ass covered, so that if you got stuff that's coming up, you can, pew pew pew, and take care of whatever it is you need to take care of. I'm trying to think of that other base that I did that for the event. I did that a lot for the event because people were saying, "Oh, I got mad because I lost this or I lost that. Or my Darkstorm took too much damage." I mean, yeah, Audra's supposed to take damage, or they saw Lenser's video or a few other people's video, and they were using level 10 Audras, and they've got like 4 Audras, level 5s. Some people, it seems like she's like a real, it kicks in. You can see the difference at 5, but like at 7, you're like, yeah, baby, and then you can't wait to get it to 10. I'm not saying that that's how, because mine's not 10, but that's what I'm noticing about the progressions of the units that are going to 10.
Excuse me.
I just
How
trying
much faster
something.
Drake can shoot?
No,
No, I haven't tested that yet. I want to test that my base.
What's that there?
A lot faster.
They're not. They are, or they're not.
Yep, they are.
And mine have the double pump tech on them, so I can't even imagine what that would be like. Ah, shit.
Yours work really well, I think.
I'm gonna put a bishop on my judge, and I'm gonna put a bishop on. Well, I have. I gotta give my base secrets away. When I have a tune in there, I've got Draken's hiding. Oh, you know what I just realized? Sorry. That's what I forgot to put into my base. My Heatwave trophy.
I gonna try one more time.
All right. Yeah, baby.
Come on.
Can you present Switch?
Oh, sorry, my fault.
She got excited with the trophy.
Oh, when you said try one more time, I was like, whoops, and I went to the wrong tab because I'm trying to promote, I'm trying to actually present you, if you can believe it, on YouTube.
I will try without the two technicals. Oh, come on.
Did you present to everyone? No, it should be. Did it catch up? I'm trying to catch up. Still hasn't caught up. What the hell? There it goes. It caught up. Sorry about that, guys.
YouTube on a slow one.
Oh yeah, I got that R Tech too. Dutch, definitely. I mean, again, I haven't even tricked this stuff out now. Thanks, Animal. Sorry. You know where I was trying to present him at? On watching you guys on YouTube going, why can't I click on him? Why can't I click on him to present him? Ah, the fun times, the crazy times of being a producer. Yes, I'm waiting to get in trouble for making a post in Discord, but coming out of retirement to produce a show and you're looking at YouTube and you got stuff on. This is actually kind of cool. You guys get to do all this, and I've thought about screen sharing, but I'm not doing it and crashing and burning. But I thought about screen sharing and trying some of those things. I'm like, nah.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool though. Hope everybody's watching.
Hopefully the one will jump on and it'll show us all how not to do it.
Yeah, come on, Rob. Where are you? You better be watching.
I PM'd him.
Stinker. I'm about ready to PM him. He
I
wasn't
think we should all surround his base with 300 tunes until he appears.
Well, I can do that. I'll jump right out. Oh, by the way, anybody that's in YouTube land or watched the repeat of this or something, if you've gotten a PM with me from me and it's a man's face and you're like, what the hell? That's my dad. And I didn't have a chance to take that back down because, again, I rushed out to pick somebody up on the East Coast at Boston's airport so they could get to a family member who was ill, and dropped everything because that's what you do.
Exactly.
But Friday was the anniversary of what would have been my father's birthday, and he has passed away for 11 years. And this is the first year in the anniversary of his birthday that I wasn't in bed or laying on the couch, not doing anything, not engaging with anyone. And I just kind of shook all that off. Yeah, I miss him, but I didn't lose him. I know exactly where he is. So I didn't get a chance to take that picture down. It is a picture of my dad. So as a matter of fact, now that I think about it, I guess I better go over and change that right now before I get, because it looks like I have since Friday. What the hell? I've got 117 PMs. About what? And that's not the group page PMs. That's just regular PMs. I'm gonna mess with you guys and put a different picture up. Let's see.
Did you just put Darkstorm on aggressive?
So that's that, and that's that.
So along the left-hand side, now you get clipped, but you can bring your Jericho in and take out.
Like on a bump him with oh shit.
You can take out the two hunters and the black with Jericho alone. So that will speed things up a little bit as well.
something went wrong there.
That's pretty cool. That's really, really cool. Okay, so you guys are, I mean, you're out there. If you can't, I mean, it's a one-hit wonder. You got to get it under time. What do you think? Look, I don't want to hear it about the, about low levels shouldn't have this unit because he is really versatile. When I say low levels, I said it could be a low level that maybe bought a couple packages or whatever, got into game, or maybe they're, low level, but they've coined or they did. I mean, this was the kind of event where you could get some, kick-ass shit. I'm just saying, you could get a lot of technicals, a lot of feelings, a lot of different things. Obviously not the Dark Storm unless you were part of the sector goals, but then you have to actually have it to build it. What do you think, like let's just say a mid-level or a returning player, what do you guys think would be good to use if they don't have an Omega Siege, if they don't have all of these higher level units?
For the event?
No, for these bases there.
These
bases. Because, I mean, they are timed, so.
Well, for that, like, I put it over a screenshot, you can get the Jericho down the left-hand side to take out 2 hunters and a black.
Mm-hmm.
So they're bound to have Jericho or, something with that range on it. It's range you want, so they can do it that way, and they can get to the missile jammer alone with Jericho.
Mm-hmm.
Then they can use they should have bullseyes and Mavericks.
Right.
And they can take out the hunters and anti-air that way. So there's a way of doing it, and they don't have siege. They can use hopefully there's some Dracons or sharpshooters, even using 2 caretakers, and try it that way.
Yeah, because you don't have to have Nix for this. You can use Furies.
Yeah, but they can actually get everything with Jericho and missiles. Buy that master loot up, ask your friends to get you Thor, and just make lots of missiles.
Yep.
I'm so sorry for the notifications. I'm going to really.
There we go, Baz. There. No, this is an impromptu sort of show, just with these boss bases there. Trying to work out what's the best way to do it, different ideas and stuff like that.
So Drake,
Mr. Marks, how are you?
Sharpshooters. Oh, I'm going to throw some stuff at it. What is the range of? I don't know if I got how I got those Drakens. I hope I got the right one. The Polly's in there. Let me make sure I have the right Drakens in there.
We're talking about some level players don't have the siege there. You can use missiles to take out some of the hunters.
Now I have 4 Mavs, 2 Deadeyes, and a Peacekeeper. So what do you think in this base would be better? Because I had to spend them anyway to make more. So what do you think would be better if I were to show that? I don't care if I win the base or not, whether I win it or I don't win it. I'll throw some shit at it and see what happens.
You have to wait with the Peacekeeper to last.
Yeah, Peacekeeper got over a minute.
That's right.
Down.
Yeah. All right. Let me.
Peacekeepers will probably slow you down.
That's what I thought. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, you can indeed. But also for the far left floating hunter, Jericho hits it. You can get that down that left side with Jericho alone.
I can do some testing with Jericho.
I know there. Mark's just sitting there. He went to sleep during a show, and now he wakens up and there's another show. Oh dear. You'll have nightmares in the morning.
But you want to keep presenting and just do some testing or no? I mean, it's totally whatever it is you want to do. I was thinking about grabbing some sharpshooters, grabbing some Drakens, and just like messing around, throwing some missiles around, throwing my Furies around, just to show. Even if I don't get the base, I don't care.
Mark's thinking his dreaming War Commander now.
Oh, I dream that stuff.
I'm gonna hit that base again with Jericho and see what.
Yeah.
How much he can take out before the.
Are you?
Romero?
Are you still screen sharing yet? You get electric on, have you?
Yeah. But I'm not going to kill the base. I just want to see how much I can kill before I activate him.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Turn
cool.
off your Ruby.
Yeah, don't forget about that.
Ruby, turn Ruby off.
On and they forget to turn Ruby off. Yeah, turn Ruby off.
Go the other side there, Switch. Down the left side.
I'll take the right side first. Yeah. Because if I can kill that workshop, that building behind the CC, I get probably. Oh.
It takes a long time to do that.
Take some time.
We'll get some help from some Furies here.
Furies are easy enough to get now. Get 1 free each week with the bases. So you can take that flak.
Yeah.
Nice.
Now, down the left side, you can get down the whole left side.
Yeah.
You'll have to take out the that avalanche on the left hand side at the center base there, so you will.
I guess it would help if I actually watch you guys do this before.
Yeah, that's it. Perfect. Perfect.
Take that onto.
You get the hunter as well there. Is there a hunter up there?
No, but you can get the missile, hit the missile bastion. So
Get the missile.
You get that black so you can, and you can get the GS as well.
And the CC.
Yeah.
oh, wonderful last stand defenders. Yay.
So you can nearly do this base here with Jericho, and you know, it's just one. That's where you would need your missiles.
Yeah.
You would need your missiles for that other hunter there, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
You would drop a couple of bullseyes on that, and that would be the base.
Yeah, just that back corner.
What's the
Oh shit!
Done. So, well done there. I'll tell you, you could nearly do that base with Jericho and 2 bullseyes.
Yeah, you get the bullseye back there. Definitely get the rail at least, even if you didn't take out the hunter. Then you.
And I think I could go over and hit that hunter and no.
You know what? You know what would work on that railgun? A shock missile would land.
We can try that. Wait a minute.
A shock missile would land.
I just go back.
I think it'll lead and land, without any problem there once, it's a bit dead like that. So Jericho is maybe the key for this whole base.
That's kind of interesting. That's what I was trying to think. I was like, you know what? I could pick this up.
For old school there. Good for you there, Skip there. Good for you. Old school, I think Jericho will work.
Yeah.
I just turned off the screen share because I'm gonna just to make him.
Oh, yep. Let me get back over. I will stop presenting.
There, a question from Animal: the rapid fire, does it work with Dracons? You can try it because I can tell you a lie. That's all I can tell you.
I got it. And you say shock missiles?
Yeah, just a shock missile. Will it land on that hunter there? I know there's more stuff in the base, so it'll reset.
Oh, wait.
Present
you or don't present you? Unpresent you?
But whenever you had it like that, remember you were targeting the Overwatch. If you dropped a shock missile on that, you would have got that whole base just with Jericho alone.
Yeah. I'm going back to the base and try again.
Okay. Ready to present you?
Trouble is with Darkstorm, he seems to run at the Darkstorm Dutch, so your Vindicators and that would probably go.
Yes.
I would say the same thing, Animal. It's like after you move the radio tower, you can get Diener around the right side to kill that hunter and rail.
You could, yeah.
Yep, because that's what I was going to say. I wanted to see I mean, you see the flak, but I mean, Dina goes, a lot of people don't even know this, but the way the units go, I mean, and this is for like a low to mid level player. If you don't know this, really start paying attention when you're running these edges, especially in something like this as the mountains or the caverns. You can run Dina way up on the edge, and all you're going to see is the bottom little bubble of where she is with a line up to her. She will actually disappear up off your screen,
I
and
see.
follow that little bubble around. Go ahead, sorry, switch.
No. It didn't. I could not make my Jericho shoot.
Yeah, what the heck was that? It's almost like he was like totally delayed.
Come on.
Oh, Dina has only 3 reloads. Okay, for me, it's the time. Only left for 30 seconds. Dina had only 3.
Yeah, it's time. I think we're doing this for rather than a perfect.
Jericho is really, really fast.
Get that hunter as well. That's it.
Anything to save time with this.
This might actually save time here, so it might.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it'll save repair. If you just get all your repair basically on your Jericho, say that's an hour.
But I mean, if you're doing the Jericho and you may somebody say, "Oh, well, skip this or skip that," pardon the pun. But it is important to take that stuff up as you go around, because if all of a sudden your Jericho does die and you've got like, say 45 seconds left and you can bring in some air, like Dina or something, to finish the base, especially if, you're.
Are racist comments tolerated on this stream? No.
No. So don't. No. You cannot. And if you do, not only will you get booted from the YouTube, you'll get banned from YouTube, because I'll make sure of it. So however you created that name, I will find you through YouTube and I will report you myself. And if I find out what your game name is, I will report you to Kickside. No. There's no such thing as a racist joke. It's not humorous.
Can you take that bone saw out as well, could you think?
Yeah,
Fuck it,
come on, look at him go. It's okay, Twain. I'm just, there's no such thing. And if you think because you guys have seen pictures of me, that you might want to classify me as a certain color or something, no. Because, yeah, any kind of joke like that would offend me. I don't see colors, I don't see tags, I don't see genders, I don't see religions, I don't see states, I don't see countries, etc., etc. Now, I know it's supposed to be humorous, and sometimes people say that stuff, but it's hurtful. And this chat is recorded with every stream, so there are other people that will be watching this later.
Yep.
Sure, just saying.
No, it's not tolerated. You know what? Bye. You come back on here with an alt and I will kick your ass. What sector are you in? Before I boot you, what sector are you in? If you got the balls, I got the lady balls. What sector are you in? Dare you to post it. Hot chicken shit. Bye. Fucking.
Yeah, there's a Liberator up in the top left-hand corner there. Yes, it can be.
Yeah. Earth Crusher was saying he'd done one with phalanx.
Yeah, an hour and 20. That's really, really good.
He got 1 hour, 20 minutes on his phalanx.
Where are you going?
Yes, a lower siege should work. It's just that the Ravagers, when that there. But I think you need to use support with a blackout.
Yeah.
As well, so you would.
I think it's more to do with the level of your Ravagers rather than the level of the siege unit.
you got high enough. You got high enough ravagers. They should work.
So I found that out when the profit bases first came out. Everybody were using Siege and the Ravagers, and I kept running out of time, and I couldn't work out why.
Why? Yeah.
And I was like, my Ravagers are too low.
Yeah. And that's why I wanted to ask you guys that ahead of time. For anybody who watches the video, to give people an idea, because people forget, and they're doing the sharpshooters, and they're trying to get the.
I'm gonna run out of time on this one.
But you're blackout there. No, you're fine there. PK ticks out the bottom right hand hunter. Is that correct? Thanks, Vaz. Okay, busy. Streams are helpful. Appreciate you guys. Oh no, thank you very much. We appreciate you all watching at this ungodly hour for some people.
Yeah.
It's just funny because I was getting ready to go to bed because I hadn't gone to bed. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Come on. I know you can do it.
Ooh, it's going to be close.
Come on. Come on. You can do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Running off again. You not use Darkstorm this time.
Slap them Ravagers on the ass. Come on. Get him. Get him. Get him. Come on. Holy mother of Pete. Seriously. He's something to swarm at.
7 seconds. Oh, 4.
Come on.
I nearly got it.
Oh, wait.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Oh.
You can, if you use Jericho and Darkstorm and Auto, I think you can do the same.
Yeah.
Switch, are you running your clan boost? Sorry, yeah. Sorry? Are you running your war efforts? Your 20? No. There, you should. That'll make a difference. Yeah, I know that now. Because you'll get 25% more damage straight away. Yeah.
Yeah, I always forget to switch them on. So there's another tip. Run your boosts if you got them.
Yes, sirs. If you're not in a clan, jump into a clan, you know what I mean?
I was really surprised that Jericho could do that base nearly alone.
Yeah, really good that. I forgot what I was going to say. Yeah, I was saying about the Ravagers on the profit base. Mine were too low, and sometimes I try replicating videos, whether it's City, Soyram. Then now I have to stop and think of what level units are you using, because trying to replicate videos don't always work.
You know what doesn't, but but definitely war efforts. Like if anybody is struggling with these bases and they're not in a clan or they're in a small clan, come and talk to me 173 there, and I'll give you a temporary tag with the boost all running all day for you if you want.
Because I know Sid already got a video out for these bases.
Oh, has he there? Oh, you must have a look at that there.
Good, cool.
But you got to think what levels units is he using for lower and medium levels. I think all the higher levels are going to have higher units now.
Oh, so he's got a video out an hour ago there. That's very good. He's sharp on the ball. He was up early this morning.
Yeah. How well he done, I don't know. So he might try and improve it.
I can
no, he will. I'll just try clicking on your missiles.
I can try run it again with the war effort.
Yes.
And see the difference.
That's one unit I missed. So he wants to know about, would the Cerberus be any good?
He shocks When he goes over to the left side, he shocks the drones and then just kills them with one shot. So my Cerberus died.
That should give him a boost of 25.
25% boost. Darkstorm with the Ravagers and Ardra does work.
Well, and the Ravengers get the boost too, I already assume.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, here we go again. They actually fun this.
He's enjoying himself now.
Yeah, it was not that funny this morning.
One says what level? Which one? My Ravagers level 5. Oh, we did earlier. I'm sorry, Marks. So Antons are 39, Tricksters, yours are 40?
No, my Ravagers are 29.
Oh, 20.
Just have to see.
Yeah, mine are 25, my Ravagers.
25, okay.
There's plenty of time.
Gotcha.
Oh, here we go again. Comsy daisy.
I've got a feeling you'll probably do this with this boost running.
Yeah, it was really close.
But, okay, it's Twain there. You know, I'm an easygoing person. Just give over with you. Just give over.
Don't do anything yet. I need to take a screenshot. Thank you. This is good. When I do find you, because I will, my ex-son-in-law.
I forgot the Jericho.
Good luck with this. This is wonderful.
Yeah. Mark, if you want to jump over here, buddy, there, you know what I mean? I can give you a tag here with in the sector I'm in 173 if you want there, no problem.
No, that's what you're using. Guys, please do not take off what he's typing. Please. I have control of YouTube. He's screen sharing.
No, I'm not touching on there.
Please don't delete it. Whatever he says, let him say it and dig his own hole.
Well, I've actually been to India and they're the nicest people you can meet.
Guys, why are you doing, who is doing this? Animal, please.
Animal.
Stop. Thank you. I can't go get that information back. A little bit too heavy-handed with the wrench. I need the screenshots. I am videoing over top of video. It's not funny. All right, somebody has a wrench.
It's not doing a thing.
All right. Huh.
You retracted it.
Sorry, Animal. I didn't see anybody else in here with the wrench except for me. Ah, really? Well, that's kind of cool. Cool. Gotcha. It says retracted. Dude, you know what's funny? You can retract all you want. Keep going. It's so funny. Do you realize that I actually have video of every single comment that you have? Keep going. Please. Because I don't find your Facebook and get your Facebook banned. Please. Keep going. Sorry, guys. This is actually very, very entertaining. Let's bandy cam.
Add it there, Mark. Sure, show it there.
There you chicken.
Imagine when I go to school and show my teacher this.
Imagine when you go to school.
Does your teacher play War Commander as well?
Well,
imagine when I find out what school you go to, and if you're anywhere in the United States and I find you, your teacher would laugh at me. Keep going, dude. Every time you type, what do you think? I'm an idiot?
It's being recorded.
It's being recorded. I've got 5 monitors here. I'm watching you actually type it and then retract it. Hey, I can find your IP all the way down to your serial number. Keep going. Please keep going. This is epic.
Oh, I did something.
No, leave my bike alone, you. Okay.
That's shadow killers.
Oh, seriously? Wait a minute. Okay, hold on. You do know that a faggot is either a cigarette or a bundle of sticks, and I'm a woman. That's a little weird. Although I am bi, so you can call me whatever you want. Keep going. Dude, you are digging such a hole right now. I hope you're in the United States. I hope. Beth, I hope you guys are enjoying the entertainment while we're taking this boss base down.
We had so much fun on a Sunday.
This kid is unbelievable. What a wuss. Dude, post your sector. I know my balls are bigger than yours because I wear mine on my chest.
Good timing, Kirby. Good timing.
It's streaming now, dude. Keep going. Oh, is that all you got? Is that all you got? She doesn't.
I like Kirby.
Dude. Would you like me to show you how I do this, boss? Base? And get it done and over with?
Other gamers. Yeah, Dutch. Can someone send Dutch a link? It won't let me send Dutch the link.
It's on the Unshackled chat.
It's on Unshackled chat. Hang on, I'll get it. It's no problem.
So keep saying
Oh, you know
an
what?
error has occurred.
Oh yeah, if he refreshes it, it'll let him in.
Yeah, he probably
No,
has
but,
to refresh.
no, but it won't let me send it. It's saying an error for me.
Right, sorry.
No, you're grand.
Wait, we could post a link in the chat.
Here's a link in the chat.
There, I can do it. Come on in. Oh, I'd love for the twin guy to come in. Oh my God, it would make my Sunday. Bring it on, little man.
Dutch is not on Unshackled chat.
Bring it on, little man. Keep going. Let's go. Keep going. Oh, this is great. This is awesome. He must be a really little kid. He has no
There's Dutch there now. Hello, Dutch.
Hello. You guys hear me?
Hello.
Yeah.
I thought you was on Unshackled chat, mate.
New headset, new microphone.
Oh, you sound great.
Hello.
How are you getting on with these, Dutchy?
I was kind of testing earlier. That's why I didn't really want to come on. But now I found a way with the Vindicators, and I had free repair on the main platoon. So that's what I want to show.
Different way to watch.
Good enough. We're sort of doing this one here for time rather than expertise.
So I have half an hour on my siege. I had 2 minutes on my main platoon, and well, I already had some damage for testing on my failings, so that one is already kind of shut up. But I can still use it to show one.
Well, that's fine. That's perfect there.
So
Switch gets this one here.
I dare you. I dare you, dude. Or whoever you are.
2 in a row.
Seriously. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you guys for sharing. This is absolutely hilarious. Let me know if you need me to switch, because I now have the NVIDIA running, and I've got my other rig running as just a participant in YouTube, and that is running. And now I am running a tracer to his IP, and I should have that shortly.
You want to put all your Ravagers on Fist, mate?
No, I was afraid they will bail me. Oh, we got it.
Yeah.
17 seconds.
Come on. Yes.
Good. So war efforts does work, I would say.
Yeah.
So that's all your basis for the day you would need, but I take it you'll do a few more.
Yeah. And that
it really does
my
make
Jericho. He survived this time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just what Skip was saying there about for players that don't have Omega this and Omega that, definitely the Jericho way is a good way of breaking that base up.
Yeah.
Even if you lose Jericho, it's an hour. Most people have Jericho, even returning players. You know, it's range on it there. It gets everything you want. Shot on a side.
And he's fast. I mean, he shoots and turns and shoots and turns. So it's not like, you know,
Yeah.
that's
And also maybe with Dutch going to share this video, he
And it's
possibly
only
could
an hour repair from dead, so
give us another insight into it.
No, I'm not gonna share the video. I do it live myself.
Oh no! Of course, we really want you to show us up. Huh?
Okay. Well, this is the second try, so I hope it will go as good as I just did it. So, okay.
Yeah, you make that full screen there now.
seriously, dude. Hey, as long as you guys aren't. Oh, wow. Nice. See, now look what you just did to yourself. This message is held for review. Isn't that lovely? So you got your own problems with your own Richard. You can't Richard, babe. Sorry, it's already been held for review. You set a flag to YouTube. What a noob. What is he, like 10?
yeah, sounds like it.
Yeah, Hangouts are the way to go in this game now. At the minute, I know a lot of people maybe use TeamSpeak or Discord.
Well, I'm just you know, while he's doing this and we're watching, and I know he's doing his thing, but he's concentrating. So, I mean, yeah, I was angry about what he said, but wouldn't you be angry? Oh, please do start streaming, but you've already got 3 strikes against you. 3. Keep going. Oh, make sure to follow you. Please do send me that information so that I can continue to report you and shut you down. You have 3 strikes against you, darling. Sorry, whether you like it or not. I got friends at YouTube too. Your IP is already being tracked. And if you're playing from mommy and daddy's computer, watch out, because your Netflix is going to get shut off too. Your internet service provider is going to shut you down. And if you're in the United States, a police officer may actually knock at your door. Keep going.
Oh, nice.
I won't take your channel? That sounds like a challenge. I think I know who this is.
It's electric touch.
No, but I used one shock
Isn't a little
missile on the back.
You play?
Yes, we done that there. The last Tomas or Switch done it there.
I love I love Netflix too. But when your IP is tracked for what you just are saying and everything that we're recording, you'll get shut down. You don't understand. These companies are interwoven. And what you're doing right now is not only violating YouTube community standards. Keep going. Yeah.
So Romero does not appear until that bonesaw dies. Is that correct?
Yeah.
So that's the key to the start.
Because this is what we were talking about last night. Does he start off in the bone saw?
Yep. And it's kind of
yes, when you're on the earth there, yeah.
Right. And you're playing zoomed out. And for some people they like to play don't change, obviously, but some people like to play zoomed in. And they lose sight of where, you know, especially when he starts moving around. I'm noticing that. Oh my God, I can't wait to get this dude. Look at that. Jeez, look at him go.
Now, does the bonesaw hit the siege? No?
I'm not sure.
This guy is just like making my morning. Like you have
I think he can shoot the siege.
That's because I'm thinking there you can get 2 or 3.
I took my nicks against him this morning.
Yeah.
Oh, I am going to upload it once it's finished. I've been doing YouTube streaming for as long as there's been a YouTube. Promise you. Promise you. I have an A++ rating with YouTube. Any channel I'm associated with gets to take that with them whenever I host for them.
I'm guessing it's some school child.
I probably. Or, I don't know. I could name some names, but I won't.
Because he keeps retracting his messages.
Well, even if he's not a school child, if he thinks that he's not being flagged because he's retracting so many messages, every one he retracts after the third one, he flags himself again. Hey, City!
Hi there, City.
Fight with some little tweener kindergarten.
Morning, City. How are you, sir?
Nicely done, Dutch.
Good job, Dutch.
So,
Nice one on that.
Well done.
so
You the range tech on them indicators, had you, rather than the vehicle?
I'm going to show how much repair I had on the main platoon.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
City gonna jump on.
Oh, and Dutch, also, while you're doing that for the main platoon, can you tell everybody, because people keep asking, and people, what level are your ravishers?
Okay. So 2 minutes on my main platoon, and I have my vindicators. They are level 20. I got my Sunder. He is level 1, and I all got them shot with extra range. I got my Darkstorm is level 21, so that is the first Omega, and my Ravagers are level 26.
Very good. Now,
Yeah.
see, that's not unachievable, everybody. I mean, do you guys agree?
And I do have my destroyer boost on.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. That is really giving you a nice boost. And Nix, you can take out that hunter without getting hit if you do it quick enough. So and on my siege squadron, I had in half an hour. So now it's 45. So this last base it got me 50 minutes. So yeah, the only thing my failings was already shut up
Yes.
by testing and by the previous. So yeah,
How much damage is on them anyway?
5 hours. I
5
took
hours.
I took 2 hours on my first test, and then I took some extra on my last try, and now I'm on 5 hours. But I did a different test, so I don't know. Maybe next time, if they are full repair and I do the same thing like now,
Yeah.
maybe 1 hour damage on a platoon Felix.
I got somebody just PM'd me on Facebook. Okay.
And I do gotta tell you, actually, my friend came up with this attack, so it's not completely mine.
Before you stop screen sharing, I have a friend on Facebook, cannot watch at work, YouTube show, or side chat blocked. Can you ask Dutch to show? Oh, he's asking for your schematic for your vindicators. When you talk about the range, can you show
Okay.
your schematic from your
Yeah.
workshop? Please.
Yep.
Sorry, he can't watch. He's at work. I mean, he can't. He's watching. He can't participate in the chat.
So this is the setup I used for the attack. So I got my relic on, fully upgraded.
Okay.
I got the equipped unit takes 50% less sustained damage.
Awesome.
I got 50% off of the reload time.
Okay.
And I got plus 25 range.
Awesome.
And I got the same setup for Sunder. And I don't have the hero text on Sunder.
And you said your Sunder's level 1. That's kick ass, because my
Yeah.
Sunder's level 3, and I do have the hero tech in it. And I really noticed a big difference when I went, 1 and then 2. I'm like, doesn't seem like that much difference.
Sunder level 1.
Nice. Very
And
well.
for Sunder, I don't have any hero tech unlocked. So he got all the normal tech.
Gotcha.
So as you can see here.
I can't remember when I got my Sunder hero tech, because I didn't get it when I got Sunder.
I know Sunder is badass, and I want to upgrade him to level 5, but I just didn't have given the time yet. So
have other stuff going.
I think the heroic tech for Sunder was a good while after. I know I got it, but wasn't it in Gear Store? come into the gear store?
I think maybe that's what it was because I'm just trying to think about it because I'm thinking, when did I get it? Because I would remember if I had gotten it with a package.
I already got it for a while, and usually if there is a diamond tech coming out for a unit that I use a lot, I'm upgrading it straight when I get it.
Because I've had Sunder since he came out, but never really, I didn't have the whole I mean, I didn't really notice until I started watching videos. And then it was one particular event, there were two PvE event bases that people were using Vindicators on. And I was disappointed because my Vindicators were so low. So I started concentrating on them. And but I had Sunder and hadn't used him at all. Actually, what it was I'm like, oh, they just have one Vindicator. That's what it was. And they're like, no, Skip, that's the Sunder. And I was like, oh, I think I have that. I was like, oh, he is a Vindicator. I mean, I know you guys think you're a moderator. You should know this stuff. Come on, guys. They release so much content. It is really hard to keep track of it all and stay on top of it. Yeah, but I think I would have remembered getting the gold. I knew what I spend gold on. It sounds terrible.
I know I got mine from the gear store.
I think I must have got mine from the gear store. It had to be.
I think it was.
Sure. Went way up with a lot of.
I think it was 400k medals. Not sure.
What? From the gear store?
Oh, we were talking about Sunder's.
Sunder's heroic tech.
Yeah, his heroic.
No, the only way you can get the relic tech is from the raid.
Not the relic, the heroic. Sorry.
Yeah, well, they were. It was 5,400,000.
Oh yeah, they were in a gear store, and I believe they were somewhere in some kind of event available. I believe. I'm not sure, but.
Yeah, I'd have to go back through my folder, which I don't want to do because I've got, now I'm back on this rig. Sorry, that's what I call it. I'm back on this rig, and I've got the NVIDIA running.
And the 105 bases now for Romero, it is for the elite part.
Yes, the elite part.
Yes, it is elite parts while you're getting the regular parts.
Yeah. You get the regular part from Ops, and this is Boss Bases is for elite parts.
Is for elite parts. And remember that, you know, once you get him, and I mean, I'm just saying, but once you get him from Shadow Ops, and I know it's going to take a while, but once you get him from Shadow Ops, as soon as you have the opportunity to get him started and upgraded, get him going. So you're good to go. And it's a great way, if you can do it, you know, for the 25,000 medals too. So that gives you other things to go on. I mean, we got a gear store update coming up, so I don't have the list of what's being updated in the gear store update.
I wonder if this is going to be graded like the Siege.
Skip, I got a question for you. The spec up, the master loot.
Yes.
Do you have any information for how long it stays in the gear store? Or?
It is, I thought, and I'm speaking as a player.
Oh, they're marks.
Yes, I do. I'll have, see you, Marks. I do have some information. I thought, because we all know Kicksai's notorious for doing things and sort of kind of like sneaky. And sometimes it's funny and sometimes it's not, like giving us less than 24 hours notice when the Phalanx Diamond Tech was coming out the very first time. And me being really, really good and helping everybody in my alliance, make sure everybody has everything they need, plus the Phalanx Diamond Tech. I was the last one to get it, and they removed it in less than 24 hours. And so I had to wait 6 months for the Phalanx Diamond Tech to come out. So I thought for sure, as the Master Loot, when they took the event down and did the maintenance the next day, the Master Loot would be gone. I didn't ask them that. I just had this sneaky suspicion. Nope. A lot of people thought the same thing, evidently, and in Discord asked, and Storm Chaser said no, that they planned to leave it in there for a little while longer. And they're watching things with that because there have been a few people complained about it for various reasons. But they're going to leave it in a little while longer. And 3 or 4 people in Discord, again, another reason, just if you have not joined Discord, I highly suggest that you do. He said, someone else said in the middle of the conversation, can you at least give us a heads up, like, you know, less than X amount of notice. Now we do have a gear store date. They could take anything out of the gear store at any time. Well, I say that. I mean, not like a flip of the switch. It takes some work to get something out of there. So we do have a gear store update coming in the August calendar. So I would say that it's a strong possibility, but I do not know this for sure, but it's a strong possibility that it will probably be removed, in my opinion. It could be removed in the the September, so sorry, the September gear store update. And what I'm trying to do is actually find my calendar.
Do we have a date for that update?
Yes, I do. I have it. I just don't, I didn't have KXL open. Hold on, I got it. Yep, there we
I
go.
mean, I like that. I like that special up. I mean, it takes away a little bit of the grind for the resources,
Oh, it does.
and that's actually nice.
Pretty
So,
sure
It's,
calendar.
so if we know that they going to take them out, I will like to stack a couple. But for now, I don't want to stack them because then they take up space.
I'm gonna make me a liar out of me, huh?
General discussion.
I apologize. I thought for sure I saw Gear Store update in the September calendar. I'm reading backwards in case I missed it. Romero, Judge, Token, Phase 2. Warpath begins. 10 begins.
so how about everybody else out there in YouTube land? Any new novel ways of doing these bases?
I don't see them either.
Well, we talked about it earlier, and there are some people that weren't on earlier. So can we go over again what didn't work when we did the pre-show, and what wouldn't you? I mean, we talked about the jug because of time more than anything else. But what wouldn't you bring into this? Like, don't even waste your time putting those tunes together. What
Well,
wouldn't you
we
bring in?
maybe have to change. We're just warning people about bringing in units that could be shocked. You know what I mean? So that might have been stay away from vindicators, but Dutch has proved us wrong there. So if you be careful with your vindicators and keep them out of range,
Well,
you won't be shocked.
what the trick is, what I did is I left my vindicators most of the time on just fire at will, and then every time when the revengers were dropping, I was clicking them double and then put them on fist, keeping the revengers going in front towards the Romero, or how you call them.
I say Romero, but I mean,
Romero.
it's like however you want to pronounce it. Whatever, in my opinion, whatever works best for you. I mean,
So that was the trick for me.
All right, so sorry about that. I could have sworn that I had seen a post or someone had made a calendar, and because there are lots of people that make the September calendar, I could have sworn I saw a post at the gear store.
Well, at least let Kickside then us inform at least 24 hours before they're going to remove them.
And actually, we've been talking about this on and off with the team. I mean, we know the game is a worldwide event. If they're gonna do like a 24-hour notice, like I said, I mean, sometimes we do these shows and I say sometime tomorrow, and it's already, or sometime later tonight, and it's already tomorrow in Australia. You understand what I'm saying? So I have to remember that. So yes, 24 hours notice. Maybe put up a mat tag, because we call it a mat tag, but the MATG is message M above the game. So that we call it the mat tag. Those messages above the game, we call them mat tags. So maybe they could even put a mat tag up since it's so popular. Well, while we're on that subject, because let me tell you what some of the feedback was. Now, I don't know if they've changed their mind, but some of the feedback is that they were upset because of the fact that it was making them level up too quickly. So I want to get your guys' thoughts on that since we're live. And yes, I'm putting you on the Master Loot. I'm putting you on the spot, everybody in YouTube as well. What are your thoughts about the fact that the people are using the Master Loot and they're leveling up too quickly?
Well, I've been not actually using Master Loot all the time, But if I needed a lot of resources in a short time, that's when I use it. And I used it only also when I were doing the hero token bases, because I wanted to use the missile spam. Well, not missile spam, but I wanted to use extra missiles.
Yeah.
So I only use the master loot when I need a big amount of resources in a short time. And I still haven't been leveling up. I'm still 46. I'm getting actually close to 47. So for me, I think it's kind of depending on how you use it.
Gotcha. I guess
My way of looking at it there is it's 50-50 because yes, you level up. That's not your intention, but it saves you hours. Like I go through billions because I help out so much on doing bases. Like for missiles alone, it's billions upon billions a day I would use. And also, if the people level up quickly, it's going to be harder for them on Warpath. So it's a win for Kixeye and it's a win for us. So I see it as 50-50.
I really want to caution for those of you who are concerned about that, because when I say, the reason why I wanted to ask that question is, and again, I mean, I'm obviously hosting the show, but as a player, the way I see it is I've got video of my own, because I am a 47, and I mean, I was billions and billions away from being a 48. Okay, I just turned 47. I wish I was turning 47 in real life. I just turned 47 not too long ago. So I have to go look at the picture and see when it was. And I thought, oh my gosh, it's like 19 billion. You know, that's going to take forever. No, I am less than 9 billion away from being a 48. And you say to yourself, oh, that's nothing. Okay, I did another master loot, bought one, turned it on, extended it. And that's all I did was res bases. I was giving it away to anybody that want, because my base is max expanded, letting people hit me, giving it away, going and get more, giving it away some more, and going and get more. And a couple times, because I didn't refresh in between of doing that, I had it stuffed everywhere that you could stuff it and research, even researching stuff in my merc camp and everything, upgrading stuff in there, because I know Kixeye has plans to probably do something with the merc camp, so don't think that your merc camp won't be useful. Or I say no, I just can't. Let me rephrase that because I'm going to get in trouble for what I just said. Never speak in absolutes. I believe Kixeye has something planned for that. Storm Chaser talked about it on Discord. It's okay, Bailey. It's okay, Bailey. Sorry, my dog's having a nightmare. Morning mare. I had it stuffed everywhere. I didn't have any more room anywhere, and I ended up, it was being dumped in the sand, as I call it, and didn't even realize it. So I videoed it. It took a long time, mind you, and it took a long time to compress. I haven't sent it anywhere. I have not posted it on my YouTube, but I videoed it. I went down 9 billion XP points in 2 days. 9 billion. Now, mind you, I've got the resources and the rig that I can do 3 air bases on Ruby and do 1 ground base on Ruby and not crash my rig. So, and I can do that 3 times before I have to refresh the game. So that I'm talking about doing stuff on Ruby. And if I wanted to, take another ground tune out that I'm controlling. So I can have 5 tunes going at one time just collecting resources and not crash. That's a lot of resources. But so I was doing a lot of resources, yes, and maybe most people can't do that, but still in 2 days, 9 billion. So I would like to caution people for that reason. Think about where your rank is in Warpath. Think about how you normally perform in Warpath before you even think about going and doing something like that. But as a player, I would like to say, and I'm probably going to get my hand slapped for this one too, but I'm going to say it as a player. I don't care if you guys can't see the line between a moderator and a player. I am a player, or I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing. I will caution you to think about how you did in Warpath. Think about where it puts you, what kind of things that you're going to earn. But for those of you who were upset when things were not, when they made the adjustment, what was that, 2 years ago? I want to say it was 2 years ago. When they made the adjustment 2 years ago, I can't remember which CC that was. I want to say CC 10, CC 11. Man, maybe it was more than 2 years ago. When they made the adjustment and they lifted the cap on players' levels and basically made an unlimited ceiling. For those of you who were frustrated because you were no longer earning the XP for your buildings anymore, if you feel like you got cheated, I won't name any names, but I get PMs about that. All my, I returned to the game, was gone for 6 months, and now all these people are past me. And I should be a level 48 now. I should be a level so-and-so. I'm a 47, and 2 of my guys in my clan are 49. Spend 5,000 medals, get the master loot, and extend it, and commit some time. When I say 2 days, I didn't play 2 days straight. I mean, come on, let's be real here. I have a real life job. It's the only way I can afford to coin. And have 3 rigs and 4 monitors going at one time. Get yourself a master loot and bust out some resource bases and get some of that player XP back that you feel that you should have gotten. And get yourself where you feel like you should be. But be careful how far you go, because if you did leave the game for 6 months or a year, if you do go too high and you are 48 or 49, and I think what's going to happen to you on Warpath, how it's going to affect you point-wise. Not so much you and how much you're going to get. Think about how much I'm going to come to your base and get. You see my point? So it goes both ways. It's not just who you attack at your level, it's who is attacking you. And it's a fuzzy math in between, because it's also based on your units, and it's based on how difficult your base is, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, because I'm like Switch, if I need a lot of res, I'll put one on, use it, fill up. Especially with these Hydra bases, I'm using a lot of missiles.
Yeah, and I'm cheap, and I have been, and I'm cheap like that. I mean, I'm not a girly girl. I'm cheap like that. I'll shop shit around, and I kind of look at it as, okay, it's 5, but my thing is, oh, it's 5,000 medals. I need to extend it. I have to do it. Oh, my master loot's still on. I have to use it because I feel like I'm wasting medals if I'm not using it. But just like you said, if you need it when you need it, it's great. So,
I did level up from 45 to 46 now. So they do level you up quite fast.
Yeah, very, very quickly.
Yeah, but that the spec up is out doesn't mean you have to run the spec up and haul resources all day. I mean, that's gonna level you up if you use it sometimes or only when you really need it. Then
yeah.
I mean,
if you just use it for what you need, not for the purposes of leveling up. Like,
no, and
obviously, if you need 1 billion, you're going to get 1 billion the hard way or the easy way,
right.
and then you're not going to.
That's why I asked you how you felt about that, because there are people in Battle Pirates that do that, and that's all they do. They set their storages out because Battle Pirates is little pieces of land, and then you have your fleets are on the water. So you're very limited as far as your base design goes. Almost everybody's like a snail shape or like a backward S or something. And they all set out their storages out on the edge, and they trade resources back and forth because they want to stay current because it's bragging rights. And you can do that in War Commander too, but it takes longer because you don't get as big of a percentage in War Commander when you.
Oh, there's Shadow. Shadow. Come on and do one of these bases.
Yep. Yeah, it's like my next barracks upgrade is going to be over 500 million, so I'll probably just flick one of them on.
Mark, what do you think about did we give you any tips or ideas? Was the show helpful to anybody at all?
Yeah, I'm hoping so. I mean, I think because we saw lots of different ideas, and just out of the blue, I was thinking, just because of the speed, it made me think, well, I wonder how far you could get with Jericho in here. But then how soon would you want to, how far could you get? What do you need to get? And I was just thinking that I'm glad you were willing to test that, because that's what I was getting ready to do. As a matter of fact, oh, that's not my shadow killer. Prove it.
You're right. It's been going 2 hours. It was only meant to be a 10-minute show.
Prove it. Prove it. Prove it. He says, I'm laying here and notice you guys were on. It's a little late for you. It's like brunch time for you. This is my, yeah. If this
It's
is
early. It's nearly time to get up again.
It is. Well, it's 7:43. I mean,
No, it's time to get up again then, Skip.
I haven't been to bed yet. My shadow killer
Got
would,
good sleep.
yeah. I blow my shit up every event. Oh, it's fine because he said blow. After that other guy, all right, it's okay, shadow killer. By the way, it'll show up. There we go. There we go. Yes, you do. That's
Tom's asking how to do the Romero without siege.
That's normally we have coffee around 4:30, 5 o'clock. Yeah. So I missed my coffee with you this morning. I'm sorry. It was the weekend. I didn't want to bother you with family. Looks difficult without siege. Okay, that's a good question. If you don't have the siege, what would you do? Yeah, come over and switch to Unshackled. That will prove to me that you are who you say you are.
What to use without siege?
What to use without siege? That's an interesting question. What else do we have? Because, well, remember the briefing. And I gave everybody hints. I was hoping that, I mean, yes, it was a little seductive when I did when I said what I said. But when I gave the Romero briefing, for the tips and everything, but when we talked about, the words were right there. I mean, maybe he may need to be swarmed and surrounded. What other kind of units could we swarm and surround him with and fist him that would do the job, or keep him occupied so we could swarm or surround him? I mean, any ideas? Because it does.
Hello, David.
Hello.
Well,
So the only unit that has swarming capabilities would be the Siege Squadron.
Yeah.
That's the only unit that I know that keeps on producing units.
Yeah, exactly.
a bunch of ERMs and.
Yeah, well, ERMs are okay, but the problem is you got that darn C4, which
Yeah.
I saw earlier while you guys were doing the show, while I was getting ready for work. While the Ravagers were surrounding him, all of a sudden, just a bunch of them just disappeared. So
Yeah.
Anyway.
Because we know the Cerberus drones, we know he shocks them.
Shout out, killer.
I wonder how would a growler work?
Growler with drones?
No, I don't think so, but hang on.
I know.
I'll
Just
be
trying to
right
think.
back.
I don't know. That's what I was thinking. It's like something that would be like,
Mark's just
no, that
saying.
would take too long. I was thinking the sandstorm and the.
How about the Legion?
I will not use Growler because you have the avalanche with that green stuff on. It will.
Yeah, but once you would tidy the base up, I'm just thinking for distraction for people that don't have siege.
Oh, come on, Shadow. Just pop on the panel for 5 minutes and say hi. You can do it. You can do it.
Yeah, I think so, because but you don't want to tidy the base up too much. If you could take away the support turrets, you actually want to leave a power plant, because once a power plant's gone, the drones won't work.
Yeah.
Very
Do it, Shadow Killer. Do it. Come on.
So, what about Titan with all the drones and Sandstorm?
That's what I was thinking, like a Titan in the
I
sand.
try to put in a Legion with his drones on and see how long time they last in that base.
I mean, hey, if anybody wants to test it, let me know.
Maybe you got all your Furies with drones as well.
Well, the only drones that I might be considering strong enough would be the Cerberus, but I don't know.
Yeah, and somebody had asked about that earlier. I don't have that unit.
But you have to kill the bone saw first.
Yeah.
But the thing is, if they are all killed, they need a little time to spawn, and that gives the Romeo time to take damage to your main unit. So
Well, this morning, the way I took down the bone saw was Cerberus
Oh,
with Dracon.
wait. What about Max? What about if you had a Max?
Max.
Because he has the
doggies.
the tech, and then he spawns the extra dogs.
Yeah, but Romero is a fast shooter. I don't think.
yeah, but that it spawns only when it's dying or almost dead.
Yeah.
So that means
Sharpshooters.
I don't know. It's just an idea. You know what? I'm gonna get my Max out. I'm gonna give it a shot. Not right this second, but I like the idea about the sharpshooters because the sharpshooters they'd be laying down and he wouldn't even know until he shot. He could return, and if you did what you needed to do and you got it out, that's actually absolutely awesome, especially with the whatchamacallit tech. Oh my god.
Sharpshooter with a spotter tech, which takes
Yep.
how much reduced damage? He's basically your meat shield.
Yep.
Yeah, also there, but we might have to take out the radio towers for it to work.
Yeah, but I mean, you just that's easy to take out the 2 radio towers. I mean, just have your sharpshooters ready. That's easy enough.
And does Jericho tactic work with sharpshooters? Does it?
You know, I don't know. I wasn't thinking about that. That's interesting. Now that you say
A
that.
bishop and Jericho.
Has anybody used their bishop with the Jericho?
no, not me.
Not recently.
Oh, there's. I don't know what was actually saying that sharpshooters with the bishop and Pastor Rodrigo. Yeah.
That's not a bad idea.
I mean, he's got all the other stuff. Well, I'm going to throw my skip and my breachers at him just to see. I'm going to see if that goes over well. There's some air over top. Bring skip and breachers in.
What level are you, Tom? Do you not have a siege at all? We'll try and find a way to do this here whenever you're on here, Tom.
Yeah, just some alternate. Anybody in YouTube have any suggestions? Something that would an alternative to not having at least an elite.
Like we've worked out, Jericho can nearly clear the whole base with one shot missile.
David, where are you, David? Because you've got a lot of air background.
I will try to use my Legion.
Is that better?
Hi there, Shadow.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
I can't hear you at all.
Sweetie, how are you feeling, honey?
I can't hear nobody. Hold on.
All right. I'm sorry. I can boost everybody's mics real fast.
I think he forgot to plug in his headset.
No.
There, can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, much better.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear y'all.
How you feeling, Shadow?
Like shit. Like death warmed over.
Do you get a virus, did you, or what?
I got my feet, my ankles have swollen to the point where they like hurt all the time.
Stovepipes?
I got I got bad circulation, really, really bad. So kind of keeps me laid up.
I was thinking you were pregnant.
I wish it was that simple.
Well, you know,
Because I don't have to live with this for 8 months. So.
I was going to say, exactly. You know, afterwards, when you do put your feet up, it does increase your chances of becoming pregnant. So there you go.
I got seriously bad circulation in my legs and stomach pains. And, you know, it's just, I don't take care of myself. So.
All related. Just don't let it get to be like sepsis, you know what I mean? Where it gets so swollen up it turns red and then you get that.
No, it's like I don't even know how to fucking pronounce it.
Prophecy.
Yeah, I got my toes turned purple.
Yeah.
Shit like that. Yeah, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
I
So
ain't dead yet, so
I'm gonna tell you, put down the pack because I love you, and pick up the what is that thing called? The vape.
Cigarette?
Put down.
I will never vape.
Oh my gosh. Well, then put down the pack because that will help your circulation.
You know me.
I do know you. Don't make me come down there to Carolina. I just went over to Boston and back here in a day and a half. Boston to New Hampshire to Vermont and to New York in, what was it, David? A day and a half?
Something like that. By the way, a couple of shots of brandy helps.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I did. Well, I had to. It was. Oh, and speaking, because I wasn't joking with you when I texted you about the Moose Crossing. Okay, it was raining and then fog and then rain and then fog. I'm not joking. Like that lady who called that radio station having a cow because deer don't cross where the deer crossing signs are.
Oh God, I heard that. I've heard that.
So no, I wasn't joking when I texted you that there were moose that were standing. I guess because they were disoriented because of the fog. They were not crossing the highway. They were standing on it.
So what are you guys talking about?
Oh, we're talking about the Romero Hero Base. It's their Survivor 105. They come out on Sundays. And this is for the elite part. So since you've been away from the game, you can earn Romero through the current Shadow Ops phase. And he's really badass. He has all kinds of multiple things. He's got C4 rounds. He's got a ton of little gun. And it says, hello, and look at my big heater. So he's got, so in Shadow Ops, you earn parts towards the regular Romero. And then on every Sunday, they have a boss base. And then you earn parts towards the elite version of that. So by the time you're done with, and then it goes with it's not lottery style, it's loot system. We did confirm, right? Live, it's 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 1. So you get 4 parts the first time, 3 parts the second time, 2 parts, 1 part, and then so on. Plus 25,000 medals each time, correct?
Which is trying the Legion drones in one.
Oh, awesome.
Are they working?
Yeah, it's working.
All right, he's got him presented. So let's see how it goes. He's proud of me, Shadow. I'm not a producer anymore. And Anton says, well, yeah, you want to put this together? I'm like, we're in a regular hangout.
Yeah, it's early. I noticed that. I was like, wow, y'all are up early doing this.
Oh, yeah.
I think it was good because we're actually in a hangout where we said, Skip said we should do this live.
Yeah, I said this would be cool if we did it live, and he was like, "You want to do it live?" And I was like, "Okay." But then I knew those guys were going to screen share. I was watching them.
Switch.
Yeah.
So maybe it's an idea indeed. Put your main unit a little bit back, because if you're seeing your clones getting shot up pretty fast, then you just can end attack before your main unit is getting.
Yeah.
God, wouldn't that cool if you could do this with the clones and then run around the base with the Jericho?
I think when he dies and he drops to the floor, I will.
Yeah, it's not killing them very fast at the minute.
No, we're running out of time.
No.
No, I mean it's not killing the drones very fast.
Oh,
No, but this is the bone saw.
Yeah.
You want to see what the boss unit is going to do.
He's down now.
I have to.
Now let's. Oh wow!
Now
He picks them up.
Oh my God!
I would run if I were you.
Whoops! Goodbye.
You're a shadow killer.
Yeah,
There's a day and a half.
I'm watching it.
Favorite unit right there. We were trying to come up with an alternative to, because you don't even have the Siege Squadron, and I don't know how long you've been watching, but an alternative to the Siege. Most of us that have shared have the Omega Siege Squadron, but we have shared what level our Ravishers are. And then we're thinking it could probably be done with an Elite Siege. Your Ravishers are decent, but I don't, if you had a level,
How does a Jericho do against it? Could you line up a whole bunch of dogs and Elite Riflemen and just line them up and just go old school?
See, he knows what I was talking about. That's why I said Max. So we have Max, we have the hero unit Max now. And he spawns 4 more dogs as he takes damage. Well, if you have that tech. But
I mean, you send a whole bunch of them in. He has to hit each one individual by. While he's doing that, you can use your Jericho, smack him a few times, retreat, do it again, retreat, do it again. I mean,
no, you can't retreat. It's a one-hit wonder. Oh, you mean retreat, not end attack.
Yeah, retreat. Pull out another set of elite riflemen, line them up, send them in there, bring Jericho back out, and just keep picking them apart that way.
Old school.
Once you get that done, bring in your, jug.
I like that idea. I'm serious. I like that idea. I mean, like I said, it max spawns the 4 dogs. Hey, I had chewed up a Dark Storm, a Jug, a Polly, and a Prophet with just 2 dogs and a Max in my base. And people have called me cheater and hacker. So, those of you
hell, you have those little detonator fuckers. Why don't you make about 50,000 of those little bastards? And just send a whole bunch of them in.
Yeah, because you do the whole base with Jericho and then send the detonators in. That would be badass, wouldn't it?
Well, the detonators do explode, right?
Yes.
When they hit a target. Well,
and then they spawn mites.
There you go. I mean, there are other ways if you don't have all these. I mean, try old school. Old school always worked for me when I was doing it.
Well, but that's kind of cool though, because you may feel like that this is perfect. Look, this is perfect. You don't have an Omega Siege, so this is perfect. You know the things that do those kinds of things, and the Ravishers spawn automatically, and then you get tons and tons of Ravishers with every pass. We were trying to think about how would a mid-level player or a returning player do this base if he didn't have a siege. You would have to have at least a decent. You have to have an elite siege and a really decent leveled up Ravisher.
I think.
I mean, hell, they only take the detonators take up as much space as an elite rifleman, or a little bit more, right? So mix it up. Put elite riflemen and detonators. You send your elite riflemen in first in one wave. Then behind them, you send your little detonators in and just target that one, one object. And then bring in your juggernaut or whatever behind all that for the splash damage. So you'd have like one wave of elite riflemen, and you'd have some detonators behind him, and then your juggernaut.
Yep.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like,
I'm waiting to see Romero do it with his DS Dracon Caretaker and SF.
If anybody got single-use zombies, have they? You know the big boss zombie?
I don't have the big ones. I have the little ones. That's why I went and looked at my base to see if I had any of the big ones left. And
Where was that gentleman there? Was it Mark or who was it? Tom? Do you have any single-use zombies? You know the big boss zombies? They might be helpful in this space. So they take ages today.
They really do take a long time.
So I don't know if that's another option there. Once at the base, you'd have to clear the base a wee bit. That railgun and all that, but
railguns.
I do have them, but I'm not at home.
I just want to have some fun. I will try with the zombie rockets.
Yeah.
Here we go, everybody there.
Yeah. I mean, you're still presenting, so.
Zombie and what? You need. Oh yeah, you need to kill the bone saw first. Isn't that right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna die instantly, I think.
Once you get rid of that bone saw.
Once you get rid of the bone saw.
Is there something else that you could get rid of the bone saw?
Can't the Jericho shoot that thing out of the sky?
I probably could, but that bone saw doesn't miss. That's the only thing.
But he was really weak against the bonesaw was weak against the clones. That was really weird to me.
different types of
And am I the only one that thought that? I mean, once the bone saw died, then it was, the clones were like, melted. But it seemed like he was really weak against the clones. Hint, hint.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, hey, the one. How you doing?
Here he is. It comes to shows how not to do.
So,
Sorry, guys, I overslept.
So we have obviously Anton Airlines. We've got Dark Shadows. We've got Dutch, and of course Shadow Killer. And in my order, to the right of you is the one. If we say Rob, that is his name, and sometimes we do that. And Tomas comes up as Tomas, but that's Switch. And then we've got Trickster.
Bonsai!
What?
Bonsai!
Kill him first if you can.
I mean, look how much damage that thing's taking.
Yeah.
Now where's he run off to?
You can't make him target it? Can you fist him? Oh, you can't.
You need to bring something. You may as well do this base now and see how far he gets, but you have to bring something to kill the bonesaw. Dragons with.
Yeah, but look, that one little zombie. Look how much damage he's doing.
Zombie's gonna do a lot. I mean,
I think the zombie might be your way of getting.
Yeah.
If you could get that damn the thing that's the missile thing, you can start just dropping missiles down. Once you get that taken care of, just drop missiles. Missiles spam the shit out of it. Man,
it's not the base. You don't have to kill the base. It's the Romero unit you have to kill in this base.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's
disguised as a bonesaw now. Once you kill the bonesaw, he appears.
He's in the bonesaw, and he found it because he's a big guy and he has a big gun. He found it uncomfortable. So the storyline is that he strips the bonesaw apart and makes his own gun. So you have to kill that big bonesaw in the center, and the guy drops out of it. Romero drops out of it, and then you have to kill Romero. But, yeah, I would have.
And Romero has an ungodly amount of health.
Old school always works. Yeah. Always.
There's no way to make that zombie, because I don't have any more of those. It's been a long time since I have to actually target the bonesaw. To me, I always thought those guys were.
Can't you bring? Well, now that that's down, you can bring your area. Oh, you have to drop that damn flak turret. But hell, you can bring your area and drop that damn bonesaw.
Yeah.
Romero hits air though. Remember that.
Yeah, Romero does, but that's the whole point. Bring your air and drop the bonesaw, and then have the zombie attack.
Run like a fucking bat out of hell.
Yeah.
Kill.
I mean, that's pretty fucking impressive what 2 zombies will do.
Okay, there you go. Animal says, park him under the chopper and put him on defend, and bring the Darkstorm Bishop and a bunch of Dragons to kill the chopper. That's an idea.
Yep.
Still.
I mean, look, that's 2 zombies. He's already killed 90% of the base.
Yeah.
So if anybody there, that fellow Tom Kitchen, I think there's on YouTube, if you've got any of the single use, we're going to find a way there now. Bring in the zombie, park it below the helicopter, bring in Darkstorm with some dragons, kill the bonesaw, and then try and attack that Romero fellow there.
Doomsaying rocket zombies.
I tried that first, but he killed them fast.
Yep.
Okay.
I still think for this one, the key would be destroy the base as much as possible first. That's where I get the zombies in, because it's the only thing you have to hit.
There's a lot of health in this guy, little guy.
Yep. I'm fucking good.
I was going to say, but you're going to run out of time now, are you?
Yeah, but you can, I mean, he may run out of time, but he can use what he just did. And, yeah, and have no problems taking his base now.
I'm coming for you. And that will go to ray gun.
And this is a good thing. October event's coming, guys. So I mean, this is if you've never seen anything before, they bring these exactly out like they are. Don't forget to get this stuff. This is the reason why it's so awesome. Ask Scooby, and I asked him to name drop him. Not maybe Jamie. Ask Scooby.
I've got one.
Ask Scooby about the zombifier check going on. What he has on his space defense from now.
Has anybody tried?
Dave, you can barely hear you because of the wind noise on the line.
Hang on.
Okay.
Has anybody tried Night Owl?
No.
Fast moving.
Gotta kill the tower. You gotta kill those radio turrets first.
I'm saying after you killed off the base, bring in some Night Owls.
Yep.
That's what I'm hoping for. Is to see if anybody's willing to give it a try and wants to screen share it.
And how much is the repair on those little things?
On what? Night Owls?
No, the zombies that he's using.
No, they're single use only.
They're one hit wonders. Once you deploy them, they're gone.
Yeah.
Can you rebuild them though?
No.
But if you use them and you're depending tunes outside your base, somebody attacks them and kills them, you can repair them then. But if you deploy,
yeah, but for all of us collectors that have held on to them for that year, almost a year. So.
Yeah, like you have the dropship Shadow Killer.
Yep.
I know you and one other person that actually have dropship. I know.
I think I still have about 40 or 50 of the boss zombies.
Now you can bring your air in to completely finish the base off.
Yep. I mean, you've got the little heavy flak over there, but it's not going to hurt any.
Oh, those two little flak tech. Yeah, you just bring in your.
You're not going to get any. See, yeah, that's okay.
Old school always works.
Old school. Yeah. See, you can't say you're not relevant in game anymore. You can't say that. You're not going to say that. It doesn't work. Not happening.
Shadow Killer relevant?
I know, right?
Okay. Yes.
Always relevant.
Very, very relevant.
It doesn't matter how long you've been out of the game to a certain extent. You still have the
Does his
tactics.
Vanquisher shields work?
Yes. Well, if he gets his CC upgraded, his big blue balls Vanquisher shield will.
No, it won't. Not for him.
I know. Watch. He'll be the only one that'll have a shriveled one, and it won't work.
Right. With Shadow Killer's luck, his big blue ball shield won't work.
Anything else you all want to say?
Yeah, I'm about to log off of here.
All
Is there
right.
anything else that anybody wants to say? Shadow Killer is good to talk to you. Please make sure that you touch base because I was getting really worried.
I will.
Promise. Even if you're up for coffee and I'm not, that's probably the best time because then you don't have to talk to me. Just lines, and then you don't have to worry about me answering you back. Well, I will. But then it'll be when I get out of bed. No, I'm just kidding. Ask David how much because I feel so much better how much time I'm up and Adam at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, this shit just rocks. Y'all doing a great job. Our subscribers have gone up. We pushed past 1.5K.
Oh, this was just
good to hear.
It was like brunch time for them. It was what time did I tell you guys it was? It was like 5:20 when we first. So it's 5:20 in the morning when I got this notification. I was doing a video. I got a notification, and it said Unshackled and something or another. And here's the link. And I'm like, who's doing who's doing a show at 4:44 in the morning? Oh my god! And so I clicked on it, and I went to the Unshackled chat, and so they had like a hangout going, and they started talking about it. When I saw it was all the European people, and City didn't want to run. He's busy doing the videos so that he could share on his page. So he's doing the base with different kinds of units and stuff. And Anton says, well, I'll run it. Or, I said, well, screw that because you guys are going to be screen sharing. I'll run and host the show on my rig, and then you guys can do all the screen sharing. And we were like, yeah, let's do it. Of course, they smashed all that. Oh,
There's Max. That's Max, war dog.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's the one's dog. Arr!
Get him!
Yeah,
All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and log off.
Good man,
I'm
Shadow.
about
Wave.
to, 'cause
Hey,
I gotta
somebody
walk into
PM
work.
City and
Thanks for
see if he got any of that stuff. Try to do it old school for the medium levels. Lower levels ain't going to hit it. All right, let's just go ahead and put that out there. But maybe for somebody like me who hasn't been in the game for such a long time, who don't have all these elite units.
Yep.
Somebody PM City, see if he has any of those, and maybe he could do a video with one of those.
That would be nice, and I'll get a hold of Zach, which I know you don't know who Zach is when I say that, but I'll get a hold of Zach too as well.
Yes,
All right.
He's like the king slash of
the special forces he always uses
yeah.
with.
No, but I mean, he likes his special forces, but he knows how to mix it up with other units.
All right, I'm out, guys.
All right,
See you
later.
Yeah, man.
But he's he likes to mix things up a little bit.
Yeah, the SF King.
And I'm about to log off myself. I gotta get to work.
So I don't even think Kara's bloodlust would be able to handle that guy. I don't know though.
You weigh on as well, David. You take care.
Yep.
See you later, David.
Yeah, have a good day at work.
Oh, yay.
PM, oh, come on. I know because you're off tomorrow. PM me
Yep.
when you get a break.
All right. Bye.
Yeah, be
Take
safe.
care there. Good man. Stay safe.
Okay, so Animal says City's first video he used Cerberus, Bishop, and Sharpshooters to start with, then Bishop and Tex. Yeah, that's what I say. Last night they was planning on doing a show at 8:15. I got up to watch and only 3 hours of sleep when the show wasn't on. Well, yeah, that's kind of how it goes. Locked out of the game from a pre-event update to post-war event. Missed all the free zombies.
I think I woke up about 6:30. Just smashed some more Ardra bases.
Oh, Mark did try the max. Try the max, didn't do bad with text behind it. I cleared the base with phalanx up to the bone saw, but I think I know how. Thank you.
Yes.
for the tips. See, it was
Remember,
just-
the bone saw is the key. The bone saw has. Romero is inside the bone saw. The bone saw has to go.
Yeah, it has to. All right, I'm still screen sharing you. I'm so sorry. You're like forever like presented. All right, please tell me that it.
Sorry.
Okay. It's all right. It happens. Wait, why is he still presenting? This is too weird to me. All right, let me just click off and click on me. There we go. See if that catches up to YouTube. I know you don't want to show everything that you've got on there. Let's see a little bit. It just went to Unshackled. Okay. All right, anything else that you guys want to talk about? Anything odd that happened while I was gone since Friday? Anything that you guys saw on Discord or you saw on the forums or something that came up that you guys want to talk about? Did you guys see the video that's posted in the Matt tag in the game about how Kickside did the got a workaround for the Chrome making the flash adjustment? Did you guys get to see that?
Yeah.
Okay, so you saw all that, and hopefully everybody understands it. I've been answering questions under the YouTube. I say under it, the comments under it. Every browser will have to comply with this anyway, because it's part of what's happening as Adobe is not supporting Flash.
But
So-
I'm guessing Game Room won't need it, will it?
Well, I'm double checking with a friend of mine who works as a contractor for Facebook that helps with the game room. It is kind of like its own browser, but it has its own internally built Flash player. And that's why you don't have to clear your cookies and cache in game room. Although I still think you should clear your cookies and cache on your computer every once in a while, because even game room can lag out because almost no one just plays War Commander. They've got a Facebook page open, they're in a hangout or whatever, and they're back and forth and back and forth. So it's basically their own kind of browser that you're playing in, but it does have its own internal Facebook. So it's kind of trying to think of how I can explain. Flash Player. It has its own plugin. So I'm assuming that they're going to be ahead of the curve, like hang on a second. I know you guys, oh no, I have it muted, good. I'm assuming that everybody will have, I love to hear Wrong Thinker's voice though.
Saying on YouTube that they've added it, but no problems with it. So.
Yeah, no problems with it. I was a little freaked out when I looked at the video because if you're really paying attention when he's done with the video, to see the little puzzle icon up there in the URL, it still says it's asking him to enable his flash. But I think what he did was they just did the video to show you guys how to do it. So it should be pretty seamless. And then I was worried that, okay, well, do I have to pick for one or the other? What if I play War Commander and Bottle Pirates? Because I do. Good, so he's got it. So I think what's going to end up happening is it's probably going to be that Facebook is ahead of the curve because Chrome announced it, which is very unprecedented. They had the cojones to announce what they were going to do and to tell all the industry that has anything to do with it, this is when we're going to do it. So everyone, the engineers and the devs that know that they're affected by Flash, and there is a lot more Flash out there than you know, and there are other games besides Kickside games that have Flash in it, and you probably don't even know it. Doesn't mean they were built from the bottom up with Flash. They have Flash aspects in them. So there are other games that still have Flash content in them. I'm just not speaking to what those games are, but we all know that Kickside games do. So there is going to probably be, for all the other browsers, there is probably going to be something similar like this that's going to have to happen. I think because Chrome, in my opinion, is an industry leader, all of the other browsers are going to look and see what happens with the Chrome thing this week, this upcoming week on the 4th, and then they will follow suit. So no, this extension, that this video that you guys will watch if you haven't, or when you log in and you click the mat tag, message above the game, that's what we call it, mat tag. When you click on that, you watch that video, it's only going to work for Chrome. This won't work for Firefox. This won't work for Opera. This won't work for Maxon, even if any of those browsers are of Chrome. This is something specific that when Kickside found out this was going to happen, a bunch of guys got together and said, how can we work on this? Because if you saw the pinned post prior to this video, it was a long process of how you were going to have to allow Kickside games every time you logged into the game. You would have to go to a special section, to a special place, and put in to allow Kickside games every single time. If not every single time, definitely every single time you cleaned your cookies and Clash and ran a cleaner. So that would have been a real pain in the ass, that you would have had to enable that and allow Flash to run on Kickside every single time you logged into the game. Everybody, that would have upset everybody. It's not Kickside's fault. So it's something that you need to watch for if you play from another browser. If something happens on the 4th and it doesn't work, I'm not blaming your rigs, but if something happens on the 4th and it doesn't work for you, and you're one of those people that never turns your computer off, like ever, and you don't, all you do is clean your cookies and cache, find a moderator or somebody that's technologically savvy and learn how to get a cleaner. And don't just clear your cookies and cache. Clean everything from the beginning of time. Is basically, and yes, that's what it's called when you clear it in Chrome. Clear everything off. Write all your passwords down because you don't feel like re-entering them. Put them all down on a piece of paper. Write it all down. Clear everything off. Launch it, and you should be fine. Those of you who don't know about Chrome Beta, just Google Chrome Beta. Google Beta is better than the current version of Google. I'm sorry, Chrome Beta. Sorry. Chrome Beta is better than the current version of Chrome. And now that they're enabling this on the 4th, Beta is even going to be even better. It runs things faster. It helps you put things in the background better. It's a little bit more user-friendly than the current version of Chrome. So if you've not tried it and you have a decent rig, and it can handle something new or something different, try Chrome beta. If you don't like it, you can always delete it and then reinstall your regular Chrome. I don't know when the new Chrome beta is going live. I don't know. I've been using it for about a year and a half. The government's been using it at least that long. Jim's been using it 8 months. And then when they had this whole thing with the whole Flash thing that was happening, enough reports went to Google. And I believe this is the reason why they're doing this on the 4th. So many people reported the issues. So many people reported problems. And they couldn't use their Chrome beta anymore. If they went to any site that had any Flash content on it, they couldn't use their Chrome beta. So that made them very upset. So I think that's why they made the decision to do this. And we've got the workaround, and now Kixeye's got the workaround for the game. And I'm going to Kixeye for not making us all have to click this and click that and type in Kixeye.com every time we log into the game. I mean, seriously, who wants to do that? And it wouldn't have been Kixeye's fault. It's because the industry is changing.
I've got a moment.
Yeah.
I couldn't see the comments. I wonder why I couldn't see the comments. Isn't that weird? I was trying to look at the comments on the video that Kixeye put up. Well, I posted both, so. And share that video if you want. That's really weird. It would not show me the comments. I wonder if Kixeye turned the comments off. No, it's 8:24 in the morning here. So it's like, they're not at 5:30 in the morning. They turn the comments off. Let me try again. Oh, there are 9 comments. Here we go. So I did post. I said, I'll get more information for you and post here, and if need be, make a post and forums on how Facebook Game Room is different than just using a browser. Also reach out to my Facebook contacts and the Kixeye team and see what kinds of info I can get. Pick a few brains of some devs and some industries that, it says using Flash. Let me change that. I can't edit my own post. You piece of winkies. Oh, you know why? Because I'm in his Unshackled to read it. It's not logged in a skip jar. Oh, there was one other person that posted. Okay, so that comment is gone. It's interesting. Seriously. Again, I've got to do some editing. So this is from the Facebook developers update that was recently released by Facebook. Wow, I really made some total editing errors. This is a quote from Facebook Game Room. This is part of the dev page, but everybody can get to that because I'm a developer and a coder. I mean, obviously, I use this stuff all the time. Facebook Game Room has a built-in support for web games and a built-in Flash, working independently from the browser announcements listed on this page. Players will be able to continue playing their games in Facebook Game Room. And that was recently added, I think, about 3 weeks ago. So that's directly from, but you guys can Google that, Facebook dev page, and there's a link to it. And even if you're not a developer, you might not be able to use the tools, but the announcements on that page are priceless. So again, Facebook Game Room has a built-in support for web games, built-in Flash, working independently from the browser announcements listed on the page. Players will be able to continue playing their games in Facebook Game Room. So to me, that tells me that Game Room will not be affected. But I don't want to tell you for sure in an absolute and it not be true.
Yeah.
All right, is there anything that you guys saw in the YouTube that I missed?
No.
People were asking. Is there anything else that anybody wants to
Oh,
see?
there's Siddy's back.
There he's back. Oh, well, come on in, Sid. Does he have the link?
Yeah, so you posted it to his page, didn't you, as well?
I think I did. Pretty sure. Oh my gosh, if I did not promote this thing on this, oh my god.
I can soon
I'll
get
look.
it.
I'm looking on City. I mean, it's the same 11 pages, so I'm pretty sure I did. Oh no, I promoted just the YouTube. Ah, frack. Sorry, Sid. Hang on, I'll get the link.
I'm just getting it now.
Okay, you got it?
Yeah.
Well, shoot. I don't know why we're doing that. I got controls. I'm such a wiener. Anybody can come on. There's the link right there in the YouTube chat.
I'll
Don't post
PM
the
it to you, Silly.
Oh, he says don't post the panel link. Why? Are Draken's charge or normal reload?
Yeah, I've got it, guys. I'm here.
Hi, mate.
Yeah, my internet dropped off. I've been uploading for the last hour. Hang on.
Oh, somebody has their YouTube unmuted.
Yeah, that's me.
That's right.
Shadow's Killer's got a request from you.
Yes, he does.
What's that?
You didn't probably see it. You just missed him. He was on for about 15 minutes.
Why is the guy gone?
Why is what gone?
What did he want?
Oh, old school. Because we've been sharing all the videos, and there was one guy in the YouTube chat that doesn't even have the siege at all yet, and another guy that has like a level 1 siege. So we were already sharing that we didn't think. So at the end, after you drop the bone saw and Romero drops out of it, everybody's using the Ravishers, but these guys aren't going to be able to do that. I mean, they're returning into game and they don't have those units. And then Shadow just happened to see that there was a show, and he came on. And he's a perfect example. He's a high-level player, but doesn't even have the siege. So we were like, what other kind of units would swarm this guy? And there was a guy, but we did the one-time use zombies. Actually, I'll switch.
Are they strong enough? Were they strong enough to take a hit from the Romero itself?
It wasn't strong to take down the one-time use zombies.
Obviously, you've got to use something else with them. But what I'm thinking is, how long did it last against the Romero?
That's just it. It spent the zombies. And a lot of people forget this. Those zombies, especially the big ogre ones, they concentrate on buildings and everything. They don't concentrate on other stuff. So it would be better to clear the entire base first. And then Animal said, you know, bring that guy in, put him on defend right underneath of the helicopter, then bring your regular stuff in, kill the base, and then as soon as you've got the whole base is dead, you know, then and then drop.
Someone's screen sharing. You got Facebook up, guys. I think it's Facebook.
Oh, sorry, Twitch.
Oh, there, Silly. How are you?
Well, all right, Tom.
Twitch.
Good. Yes.
What do you think of these bases? Overall?
I'm getting to grips with them. The first video, I think, was about 2 hours repair, give or take. The one I'm just posting now, my internet, I might lag out in a bit, guys, because it's starting to slow down again. My second one, I think I got 19 or 20 minutes on ground.
Very good.
And about 30 on air. But again, it's like everyone else. I'm using the Siege Squadron. I'm trying to find another way around it, but I'm losing units like no tomorrow.
Well, that's what, and then, so, like Animal was saying, 2 big one-time use zombies killed the whole base, but then, of course, by the time it got back to, I mean, there wasn't enough time, but it did show the kind of destruction, but Shadow was saying, like,
kill that bonesaw and still have a zombie alive, you know, concentrate the zombie on that.
Kill the bonesaw first so that he drops. Same thing with the max. It was, I think it was Mark. He said he tried the max, didn't do bad with the text behind it. So again, he cleared the base with his failings first, and cleared the base with failings up to the bone saw. But I think I know now. Thank you for all the tips, guys. So I'm sure he's off doing bases now.
You know, once the bone saw's down, then you can use if you've got.
Yeah, tried the max and didn't do too bad. So my advice is to do that. Is if you don't have that. Like Shadow Killer said, that you'd bring in, dogs, and ERMs and do them in waves. You know what I'm saying? He can only
7 minutes, I think, because it's the 7 minutes that's going to stop now.
Yeah, but I mean, I see what you're saying, but the Jericho moves really, really fast. I was just trying to think of a way to
time. We were trying to do not for excellence, but just to give people time, and the fastest way is for the
Yeah, I
seed
can
is
see what
so
you're
far.
trying to say. I just don't think you're gonna have time because it won't die until it's moved to that last spot. Well, it
Yes.
hasn't for me so far.
Over at the railgun there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And where the hunters
But
at.
I got video. I can explain how I do it step by step. First of all, I'll take out the CC on the right hand side with the it's got a WASP behind it, a radio tower.
And defense lab.
I'll take the radio tower out so I can deploy my Dina. If you deploy Dina before that radio tower's down, it stays cloaked. So you can run around the outside. I take out the railgun and the I forget what they're called, hunters, and then the same the other side. I take out the I forgot what they're called. I'm not in game at the minute because I can't. My internet's running.
Flak turret.
Flak turret and the other one, the Overwatch, and then retreat me Dina. Then I run in with 2 Subrus, and I run them up to the bone saw. Only the drone zone, and then push defender, and then run my parallax in, kill all the base off, and then I run in some technicals with anti-air on them with the new Bishop unit and kill the bone saw. Then I run the technicals out, run in. I think I run in a few Vindicators and Sandow with one of them Bishops, and that kills him then. But the only problem I'm having is with the and I run the siege. Sorry, I run the siege in as well. But the only problem I'm having is the Ravengers won't target him. They seem to want to run off elsewhere.
Yes, I've noticed that there, and it's to the place where the dead bodies are. It seems to be attracted to there.
And right at the back of the base, there's also a lib, and they like to go sit right in the corner of right at the top of the base, trying to kill that lib, but they're too far out.
Yes,
and I will say something that hunter turret on the left-hand side, floating one, the furthest one out on the left-hand side, it didn't seem to shoot me siege, but I ended up killing it, but it didn't target me siege.
Also, you can take Jericho can make it all the way down the left-hand side to take out all that air.
Yeah. Oh, there's other ways to do it. It's just
for for people that don't have the siege. I'm saying you don't mean that way.
Yeah, it's a tricky base. Very tricky base.
So that's maybe another tip what Sylvia said there, everybody there. Your Ravagers are not.
You have to keep pushing F on them. Click one that's standing still and keep pushing F. That's all I found that works. They would then target the Romero.
Take out that Liberator, because I think that's tactically put there by Kickside.
Yeah.
Just to throw us off. So I think there's no good reason why that Liberator.
Your Wasp can kill that. Your
Nix or something like that.
Nix, yeah, I've only got level 5 Nix, so mine can't run around the base and kill the anti-air and then just come out of the base like hardly dead. So I have to use the Dina.
Do you think, even if so Shadow Killer doesn't have the siege, there's one other guy that was in the YouTube side chat that didn't have the siege. I'm just bringing this up for the people who are going to watch the replay on this one later or just tuning in. Do you think even if they had the siege, because we talked about it, if you had cleared off most of the base and then you just deployed your regular siege, okay? So hear me out, especially you got most of the anti-air out. Do you think that by having the Ravishers on the ground, that as soon as you drop that bone saw, just having the Ravishers on the ground to distract Romero, and then you could have something heavier actually kill it?
Yeah.
So if you have a level 1 siege, and your Ravishers, obviously not a level 1 Ravisher, but you know what I'm saying, like 6 or 7, I don't know, something, somewhere in there. Do you think maybe that instead of them being a killing machine and swarming him, you can only shoot, again, think of them as like ERMs. He can only shoot, his stuff at things that are coming at him. If everything else or almost everything else is cleared out of that base and you got your siege running, you know what I'm saying? So they're helping as you're clearing the base, but definitely take out all the anti-air first. I'm talking about a player that just has like a level 1. Take out all the anti-air first so that the plane isn't dropping, and go ahead and start your Ravishers and run back and forth because nothing's going to be shooting them. Get the rest of the base going, and then when you then bring in your unit that's going to drop that bone saw, and then you've already got all these ravishers all over the ground, and your siege is still running, and then he's going to be distracted by that. I mean, do you think or no? Because you said he always goes back in that one corner, right?
I haven't seen him yet die until he gets to that last corner.
Okay, so we talked about this. Animal brought it up. How about if you were to bring the one-time use zombie in and sit him in that corner and put him on defend, and then he would have to stand there, and then you destroy the base with Jericho and everything else. Then you bring whatever else it is that you have, and then as soon as he gets back there, then you take the zombie off of defend.
Yeah, possibly. It's all to do with how many zombies these lower levels have got as well. I couldn't imagine they've got many left. Do you get what I'm saying? If they've only got, it might only get them 3 bases or 2 bases.
Well, I guess when I'm saying low levels, I mean, like, Shadow Killer, he's a returning player. I know he has zombie. He's just didn't mention it. I do know for a fact that he's got zombies.
Yeah, plenty of them, I bet.
Yeah, he's got dropships. Hell, he's probably got zombies from 2 zombie events ago. So I was just trying to, think outside the box. That's why I mentioned Max, because of the fact that he spawns. If you have
also there, or like I'm thinking of, but it seems to be weakest against sustained damage. I think so far, with the Ravagers, do a bit of damage to him. I'm thinking about Balder.
But if you're seeing it and you've done that many videos, and I mean, I watch, but I have been watching live, but I really haven't been paying attention to the fact that he's always back there in that same corner. But you're right, it is back there, because remember we were counting down a couple of times and ran out of time. And the other one we got with 12 seconds, I think. Wait, is Switch still on?
Yeah. Come on.
Was it like 12 seconds? I think. Remember the one time you ran out of time, and I think the next one was at 12 seconds or 17 seconds left?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's,
It's a tricky one. It's a tricky base, and I don't think anyone, even if I went at it with probably just Grand, without the siege, I think I'd still need something that takes a lot of damage. I'd need a Dark Storm because it would have to tank it.
Yeah.
And then the other units would be behind the Dark Storm, smashing the Romero itself. So I'd need probably the Prophet or the Darkstorm just taking all the hits off the Romero. Don't forget, we only need to get 4 bases a week to get the 10. We've got 4 weeks to get it. So yeah, I can try something like that, I guess. But yeah, you need something to tank it, and I can't think. The only other thing is the hammer or the not hammer, Roland or the Ardra. But you'd need them at level 10.
Yeah.
And Ardra gets shocked by it.
Yeah, I wouldn't need none of the. Even if I use the Dark Storm or the Prophet, I wouldn't really be using that for to damage the actual Romero. It'd be the units behind it would do all the damage. It would just be the tank taking all the shots off of the Romero, because that's where the damage is coming from. That when that hits, that hits like a brick. That Romero.
I think it's gonna be. We made fun on the show when I was doing the reading, but I'm telling you what, I think it's gonna be epic. I can't even.
But they've already reduced the health on it, and someone pointed it out to me last night.
Yeah, 75 million is it?
Yeah, it's gone from 35 million to 75 million. So it was obviously way overpowered. So yeah, it should be a good unit. But yeah, all I can say is people need a reasonable level Darkstorm or even a Prophet. Because you need a tank. You need something that's going to take a lot of hits. Even the Prophet might be a worry for me. I've only got level 6, I think. And we ain't got no tech for it, so there's no armor on it or anything like that. So I don't know whether it would be good or not. But I could try.
I mean, it's interesting. I mean, if you're willing to try it.
Let me log in.
If you want to do it.
See, I'm going to hunt up my Boulder, so I'm see if I can.
I know I can do it with. Obviously, you saw it with the Roland. Roland can do it, but you lose Roland, and then I started losing me technicals as well. But most of them, I think I could have run them in micro repaired. It wouldn't have mattered too much. I'm just trying to think of other ways without the siege. But again, I doubt Shadow Killers has got the Prophet or the Darkstorm.
Nope, he doesn't.
Hey, City, I haven't done any base, but on what CC is the siege flying?
But
Yes, I'm
has Jericho. We did do the, didn't we? It was like the entire base we did with Jericho, right?
Yeah, Jericho can clear up most of that base.
Yeah. So
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So Shadow Killer has Jericho. His idea was, like I said, I liked his idea. Oh, he mentioned the detonators, because then they explode on impact. So I mean, if you killed the entire base and then you make tunes and tunes and tunes of detonators, and then when they explode, they spawn the little mites. So I mean, we already showed that, which was really weird. I have to admit, that was so weird about the Legion clones. I don't want to share that again because I'm going to go try something. But wasn't that weird? Because it is like the bone saws, that the bone saw he was in didn't do any damage at all to the clones. I mean, hardly at all. It was like, and then out of nowhere, it's like, as soon as the bone saw was down, boom, Romero dropped and the clones like melted.
Yeah, it went fast.
So if I go with the, see what I can remove there. It's a tricky one. It really is a tricky base. I've got loads of repair and I ain't putting that coin in for the minute.
I was trying to think of something just to play around, and we did that with a couple times.
I don't know what sort of repair time the Darkstorm would get. You know, if you could get the 5 bases, it works out of 4 bases, and even if your Darkstorm's dead, you've got your 4 bases you need for the week.
Yeah, which reminds me, I just read a forum post and the guy was really upset because of the payouts and so on and so forth. Just a clear reminder, everybody, we're playing Shadow Ops for Romero. We're doing the boss bases for the elite parts. You get 4 and then so you're playing Shadow Ops to get the actual unit, but you're doing the boss bases. You don't get a unit out of this. You do get parts. You don't get parts towards the unit. You're getting parts towards it being elite. So instead of you having to get a unit, and then once it gets to 10, then you have to do one something and then go 11, 12, 13, 14. You're getting what you need for the elite parts. So you're actually doing the unit through Shadow Ops and then doing the boss bases every Sunday. So I want to make it perfectly clear because I'm seeing, wow, a whole ton of confusion in forums. What the heck is going on? I think this was made perfectly clear by the briefings. If you're in forums, I'm not fussing. If you're in forums and you know about these bases, you should know about the briefings. If you're posting that you're upset about something, look at the pinned posts and read the briefings. The Shadow Ops is what you're doing to earn the actual unit. And you're doing the boss bases basically simultaneously once a week to get elite parts. So by the time you get the unit, you should have your elite parts as well. So as soon as you get it, you can basically make it elite. So
yeah, you do 4 bases a week. You get
yeah, here's another one. There's like 3 people in here that are confused. Okay, let me make this perfectly clear for the people who are going to watch the replay. And maybe, City, if you want to, I won't change your post, but maybe update somewhat on your post because you know people are going to go look at your videos. Remind everybody that this is boss bases for the elite parts where you are doing Shadow Ops for the standard unit. When you're done these bases, you don't get this unit.
No.
So I think people have this impression. Yeah, I think they had this impression. Oh, well, why should I do Shadow Ops? Because I can just do X amount of boss bases. No, it doesn't work that way.
Yeah, they've changed it. Yeah, I thought everyone knew. I'm going to try with the. I'll try tank him with the Darkstorm if you like.
I just flipped over to forums really quick, and I can't believe the confusion.
This is old news because the last Shadow Ops out was the same way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you don't want to not do Shadow Ops because you're doing boss bases and say, oh, well, eventually I'll get the unit. No. Don't do that.
That was profit basis, wasn't? They didn't pay out any Shadow Ops parts, so you know what I mean. So that's old, 3-4 months old.
Yeah, I mean you definitely don't want to do that. So don't do that. And then you keep doing Shadow Ops and then you get Bishop tech for your Bishop. So don't get confused on this. Maybe that's what people think. Maybe they think it's something related to the bishop. Maybe people are just getting confused with it. Because I think this is great the way Kixeye is doing this. I'm not kissing their ass. I think it's great that we can earn a unit, get the elite stuff at the same time. Not, you know what I mean, not everything, but get the elite stuff at the same time. And then if you do the repeat on the shadow ops, you're earning for another unit. I think that's great. I'd rather have it that way than do shadow ops for the regular unit and then have the repeats for the elite. That would be boring. Or the elite and the tech and then have it a loot drop. No, that's even more boring. Now, you want to talk about a grind fest. All right, this person says there's a glitch. Anybody else says there was a glitch? Be very careful in the Romero base. Romero jumps around the base and glitches at times, causing unpredictable damage depending on what you're
Yeah,
using.
I've seen him jump a few times. He sort of jumps from one spot to another. Not far. It's not a big distance, but
right, jumped
it's
from the
a pain.
very back, and it murdered my infantry units I was testing out. So he has a YouTube video. Does move for
I've
different
seen
parts.
my units jump around as well a little bit.
Watch the video. He didn't move. He teleported back to back corner. Big difference to me in those. One second he in one spot with his back to me. Next second he's in a far corner nailing my units. Oh, what the original poster is referring to is you target Romero with your units. Romero then glitches as its position glitch jumps to another position.
Yeah, I've seen that.
The range of the enemy automatically. That's not supposed to be how that's good. How many times do you have to destroy him? His chopper's destroyed, then he hit the ground running and frosted ground and destroyed my unit. Destroying the chopper was easy using Cerberus and a Drake and a Santiago. Oh, I didn't think about Santiago. I think he went invisible because I was unable to see, teleport, or run, and he disappeared. Okay, that's interesting. You only have to kill the chopper one time. But when he falls out, do not have any units nearby because he will destroy them with a few shots. Okay, got it. Got him about 15 minutes ago. Ran a couple things through my base to test. He's done it twice already to me. Luckily, it's only a small jump from the middle to the right side. I managed to pull my tunes back, but honestly, this shit is getting old already. No time in releasing a base like this unless they work. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. Alrighty then. Okay. Don't have to edit it because thankfully he edited it for himself. We don't need any more new units. We need the game as it was, where we could build many of the same units and use as full platoons, not individual. Oh my, okay, well that's gonna get first. I don't like the R word, guys, by the way.
Do you want to present Siddy? Because he's doing a base.
Well, I think I messed it up. I was going to swear then.
I just spotted you doing one.
Yeah, but this is good though. I mean, even if you mess something up, it's good. Not that you're messing stuff up. That's not what I meant. But it's good. Did it catch up to YouTube? There we go. It caught up. It shows people.
I think I'm going to run out of time, but.
Well, it shows people. I'm not saying what not to do, but it shows people the different things that can happen.
Yeah, I definitely messed up a few times.
Oh, definitely.
It won't drop. There you go. Well, and then what I would use is to tank it with the Darkstorm. And bring these guys in. The Darkstorm's going to take all the damage, hopefully. Oh, I brought the wrong unit in.
Okay, so now you're about to get like slammed with views, by the way.
I don't know what's happened there. He's locked up. Normally he's up here.
Hmm.
There he goes.
There he goes. Right, that's the other thing I didn't look
Yeah,
at.
look, did you see my units just jump there?
No.
It's really messed up. I'm going to lose them, that's for sure. But I can't stop him.
Yeah, because he does have a cryo gun, so you have to remember that he's got it. He's gonna run again.
I think we're going to run out of time, yeah.
Okay, what are the? I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time.
But it don't seem to want to target the. There you go. So yeah, you could use the Darkstorm as a tank.
Gotcha. And just sit on him.
Yeah. The Darkstorm's taking a whack though.
But
Cool.
it's still good that you share that. What were those? I'm sorry. What were the smaller units that you had?
There's Cerberus at the back there.
Okay.
They're only to.
I don't have that one yet.
Yeah, I've run out of time. I think you could do it though. I messed up. I had to retreat my units and come back into the base because I messed up a little bit. But I think that it would have given me that extra time to kill him.
I'm sorry I didn't screen share faster. Yeah.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I went at it to test to begin with. I could have showed you the repair time of the Darkstorm. My Darkstorm's not a mega either, so it's only elite.
Dutchman says, just watch the video. Phalanx to take the base out, then siege going, then an envoys for Romero. 1 minute and 30 seconds left. Ooh, that's interesting.
Good. Good.
Oh, Sam Stone says Romero can't hit the Herald.
And the thing is, he keeps moving around.
Yeah, but the Herald doesn't do much damage to it.
Yes,
Have I stopped screen sharing?
Oh, sorry, City. So sorry.
No, I think I've stopped, so I shouldn't be
There you are.
showing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, I should still put you on stop present in case you switch over to things. Is there anything else you want to try? Dutch? One? Switch? Trickster? Anything else you got in your mind?
I'm
Anton,
still repairing.
No, I think we're.
Actually, I'm going to take off because the Formula One is launching in about 15 minutes, 10 minutes. So I want to watch that.
That sounds really good. That sounds really great. Do you guys just want to do like a show wrap up then, since Dutch is leaving, so we can?
Yeah, you can do.
Yep.
I think you've gone for it all, haven't you?
Yeah, Dutch, do you mind just staying for the last part?
Okay. Well, if it's not long enough, 15
well,
minutes,
no,
because
I'll start with you, and then that way you can just pop out because I think Anton is like disappeared.
No, I'm here.
Oh, there you are. All right, well, I'm going to start with Dutch anyway. Okay.
for the shout outs.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, no, it was nice. Actually, nice show. Shout out to the panel. It was nice to see a show about the boss bases, and I saw some good ideas. And so shout out to everyone in the panel. Shout out to YouTube. And yeah, that was basically it.
Okay, awesome. I know it's kind of going to put you on the spot, but did I see you type that you're not on the Unshackled chat?
I believe I'm not on the Unshackled chat. No.
Okay, I would like to ask your permission. Can I add you to the Unshackled chat?
Yeah, it's cool.
Okay. I just wanted. I didn't know if you said that you were not. That maybe that was something that you didn't want. Okay, you're still on the page, right?
Ooh, I'm not sure.
Okay,
I believe I'm not.
Okay, how about if I fix that?
Yeah, that's cool. That's good.
Okay. All right. So I didn't realize. Again, it's a lot of people on there. Ass City got a lot of people on there. It's hard to keep track of everything. Okay. Well, you go enjoy the race because they are badass, and I'll say prayers that all the racers make it out of it alive, and whoever the underdog is wins, and the person who's the favorite comes in second. All right. Well, you have a wonderful afternoon, and thank you so much for agreeing to come on the panel. It really means a lot. Stuff filled up really quickly. We just threw this thing together, and look how successful we were. And this is also, we've been on for 4 hours. 3 hours.
Yeah, it's a long time, and
It's really good.
it's good. I enjoyed it. So.
Really, good idea. Remember we were talking about the Dutch crane, remember? Okay, so
Yeah.
they're not going to call it the Dutch crane, but I don't know if you've been in Discord at all, but you need to get in Discord if you're not in Discord. Storm Chase.
I got a account, but I need to I need to do something to verify it, and then but I can read how it is now. I can read, but I cannot respond. I need to verify something, and then I can get in.
That's cool. And just to throw it out there, it's become certified, verified by Discord. So it's verified by Discord now. So thank you to the community and you and anybody else that has participated, that without any bots, we've all been manually making sure that people aren't violating the rules and acting like, idiots and saying things that they weren't supposed to do. So there was no moderation other than real live people moderation, no bots, which we could have put bots in there. We could have put filters in there. We could have had publicly, you would have been warned by a bot every time you said something or did something you weren't supposed to do. And so because we did that with the community, by the community and the team, we've become certified by Discord. And that is because of all of you. I think that's absolutely fantastic. And you say, oh, well, it was you guys moderating. No, because everybody was constructive, even when they were frustrated. They were constructive and they didn't cork off too much, and it worked out really well. So kudos to the community for that. And yeah, definitely get that verified. If you need help with that, let me know. And I'll see if I can, contact somebody and push that through, or we can get that account out and get you re-invited.
I think I managed to fix it by myself, but I just didn't took the time yet to see.
Yeah.
To go through it.
Unlike the forum search, which is horrible, you can do a search for anything that any one of the Kickside team members says, or moderators, or yourself for that matter. Do a search, look for any post by Storm Chaser, and they're all highlighted. And as soon as you see something that talks about reduction of upgrade times, you want to click on that, and you'll get the whole entire conversation. And even though it's not being called the Dutch crane, that is basically your entire vision that you had in that forum post is basically coming to fruition.
Oh, that would be nice.
Kudos to
you.
It's not a double dozer. To me, it's better.
Okay, I will read then. I after the race, I will verify, and then I will search for it.
Definitely do that. And like I said, just do a search for it. He does talk a lot in Discord, so it's gonna be a lot that you have to read through. But I'd say probably about, I want to say, a week. It might have been during the event actually, because there was a lot of stuff we talked about that wasn't related to, because the new CC had come out. And people were doing the event and they were just like BSing while they were waiting for stuff to repair. And they were upset about how long it was, and they hadn't even finished from the last CC upgrade. And it was just kind of like some non-event conversation going on in general. So just, you're going to see it, and I think you'll be pleased with it.
It would definitely be something cool, because I am running so far behind just on those upgrades.
I don't think that he actually talked time specifics, but he talked about what they were working on.
Cool.
Try Neil. Okay. That's interesting. No. Oh, I didn't even think about trying Neil. Okay, that's
thinking about it.
I didn't think about Neil.
You can clear the whole base, I think, and then you can kill the...
I don't think it'll do it. You need something that clears that base quicker than Neil does.
Yeah,
you can try it. By all means, try, but it's very slow at killing turrets or platforms. That's the problem with him. He's a very good meat shield. It might be an idea to put him in so he takes the shots off the Romero rather than your siege.
Yeah,
or even there to go and take the floating turrets, bunkers, and that there where it's electric.
Yeah, he would do it, but how fast he would do it, I don't think it would be as quick as Parlax do it.
Be nice fast.
No, Parlax is probably the way to.
I'm down to about 15 minutes on my Phalanx, if that. repair time, and that's only 6 or 7 of them I use.
Can I
Was
ask?
that right?
Can I ask you guys something? I know we started with the shout outs, but can I ask you again, because of the family emergency unexpected on Friday, which is going to be extended. So if I disappear for a couple of days, but David will know and Bernie will know. Since the shadow op started, because obviously I haven't done any of that, how difficult are the shadow op bases?
You're probably asking the wrong person here with me.
I've
need to
been
ask the
doing
lovers, Meads.
I've been doing a 95, and they are good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
have they changed
They're
that?
fair. I think they're very fair. I think they're tricky, but they're fair.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I do have a person that's asking my sector right now, and he has kind of played and then kind of backed off a little bit. So he really should be grinding some 45s, and if
45s, yes, seriously.
The 45s are so easy.
Yeah, because this guy, even though based on his level, he should be able to do 70s no problem, but he's a level.
Even do the 45s. I've got an alt account that's level 42. I just done 8 45s. You know what I mean? It took me an hour. You know what I mean? But it's only an hour in your life once a week.
It's just sort of like kind of like I'm not gonna call him out, but it's almost like a veiled kind of a thing. If somebody come help me do 70s, no. If you're level 42 and the only thing you're gonna come in is to ask for Thor, and you're gonna play the event only when the sector drop happens, and you want somebody to prep a base for you, it doesn't work that way. Okay. If you don't have the units to do it, then go grind the 45s. And if you say you don't have the time, then you don't deserve the unit. I'm going to take a hard stance on this, and I'm going to keep saying it. I'm a level 47, but I'm really old school, probably like a 42, maybe War Commander player. You guys have been playing a lot longer than me. I would say I'm probably like an old school 42, maybe 41 even. Nowhere near 43 or 45, and I'm a 47. And that's just because every single upgrade, what we were talking about Master Loot, everything I do in my tech center is at least, well, I say I use my tech center for the taps. I know and everything. I use my tech center because that's the building that sticks out the most to me in my base. I use that to go and do my infantry, my vehicles, and my air. Okay, let me clarify. But every time I go in my tech center, I make sure I have those 3 tabs up and running. There isn't anything, because I've upgraded so much stuff, there isn't anything that isn't at least 150 million. Most everything is at least 200 million. So, I mean, I always have all 3 tabs going. So that's a lot of resources. And then I've got stuff going, and then I've got my stuff going for the diamond techs when the diamond techs go. And they go, you know, so there's nothing that I'm doing in my base right now unless I'm going like researching stuff in my defense lab just because I've never researched it, or I'm doing stuff in my, I've got all my mercs are, except for one, is now updated to max. And believe it or not, I used my mercs this event. Thank you very much. And they worked, but I won't tell you which base it was. Yes, it was 65. I won't tell you. I used them in the 65. So it was really fast. And I just went in, and then I got some more mercs, and I built them, and then I put them in again. I mean, it worked. I mean, I used Valkyries this event. I mean, there was a lot of stuff that I used, but I it's so much resources that you need. You can't, if you don't put in the time, you don't deserve to have the things that you're asking for. Because every single thing that we get, and am I right, guys, or wrong? Because I've got some people in forums that are saying, you know, something that becomes obsolete in a month. Hello, is the Sandstorm obsolete? Is the Titan obsolete? Is the Herald obsolete? Is the come on, guys, pick some. Is Jericho obsolete?
There's certain units that would, especially with the uniques, there's some hit and miss units where they do become obsolete over time. But the important ones have never. You look at the Juggernaut. How long has that been around for now? And it's still being used in most videos.
Yeah.
Titan is an old one, but still relevant. I use it a lot.
Titan's very good.
And I've been saying that I'm taking off because they are about to start. So
yeah, like man.
Have fun.
players who tell that the units are obsolete probably only do PvP and they only use units to kill bases. So
Yeah,
they
I mean, they're just like, I'm really looking at that, and I just don't. After the show, I guess I got to get in there and clean forums up a little bit. There's like a lot of, what I'm going to do? I'm going to start handing out boxes of tissues. I'll probably get in trouble for that. I'm going to start handing out boxes of tissues. Or, fuck it, I'm going to say it. Or tubes of lube, and then boxes of tissues, because there's some guys out there that I won't even say butthurt.
And in my opinion, not one unit is obsolete in the game that will ever use.
No, because that's why I said we were just talking about that. I mean, Dob is the one who showed me how to use the Valkyries. And, and Jim even said, he goes, babe, he goes, you know that one part over there because you can't get anything over there? And I was like, yeah, because you can't get past that. He goes, drop your mercs over there. I'm like, oh my God, that's so epic. I think it was the 65. Maybe it wasn't.
Yes, I think it was.
No, it was the 80. I'm sorry, the 80 is the one that had the airfields in the back.
Yeah.
Yes, it was the 80. I'm sorry, that was the last one. And I was trying to tell the players that, hey, okay, so I prepped some stuff out of there. I said, well, do you have mercs? Yeah, what level are they? They're level 3, they're level 5. Oh, they're not relevant in game. Well, 2 of my mercs, they're maxed. So, and I just have one that I think is 2 levels away, or it might be 2 that are each 1 level away, but yeah, and they worked. And then you go build some more, and then you go in and do it again. I mean, why not? If it works. Same thing with the missiles, the faster missiles. I'm sorry. I mean, I used the Peacekeeper in the beginning, was showing people how to use the Peacekeeper in the beginning.
I think I have to agree with Animal. Crusader was obsolete before it was released.
I think so too. Oh my gosh.
That was rubbish.
Thanks, Mark.
It's the way with a lot of units, though. Some units you can tell whether they're going to be good or not. I'm not a big user of the Prophet. I'll be honest with you guys. I really, because of the range.
I'm disappointed with it, and not just the range, but the charge up time. Yeah. I'm extremely.
I'm waiting to see if that changes over the next 3 events.
Maybe there's some kind of tech that'll come out, like the Bishop tech that reduces charge up time. Maybe they'll come out with a tech for the Prophet that will reduce the charge up time. Because I can handle with the range if I'm using it with my Darkstorm, but that charge up time is just a killer for me because I got to position it exactly right so it's not taking fucking damage while it's charging up. I mean, that's a pain in the behind. But we talked about it.
Bishop that with it, it's down to 5 seconds.
Oh, well, that's not too bad. So I haven't tried that yet. But City, on your show, we shared on the event show that the Bishop is going to be one of those units. It's going to be a game changer.
Well, yeah, I think so.
I think it's going to be a game changer. And if you were lucky enough to get the tech, I think you're going to love it even more. So even if it does feel like it's not feeling all that great, with 3 or 4 months of some badass with that tech on it, with the RO tech on it.
Doom's asking, do we think the time should be extended?
What, on the base? I don't. I'll be honest with you guys, I don't, and it's selfish reasons. I don't want a level 35, 30, 40 running about with a league.
No, I mean,
and that's selfish reasons because there should be. I suppose it's biased. It's a biased reason to do it.
It's a good question because, and I will mention this because I love mentioning it. If this base, because I did not have any action lag, but if this base lagged going in, and I had to wait 45 seconds just for the clock to start ticking, which meant 45 seconds was gone. And then I clicked deploy tuned, and then I had to wait another 17 to 23 seconds. Yes, I can't tell you how many I did, and I prepped for people, and I videoed every single one. The average amount of time that I lost was anywhere from 75-ish seconds. I'm trying to remember my YouTube video. And almost 2 minutes.
Yeah. Some of them bases are ridiculous.
That was an action lag. That was just getting in to deploy. And once I deployed, it was fine. So if this base, but the timer still clicked off. It wasn't just stop and the time froze. No, the time was ticking off. You couldn't see it ticking off, but I mean, it went from 6 minutes and 57 seconds to, by the time I got in there, it was down to 6:12. If this base lagged like that, just getting in, I'd first of all, I'd be pissed as a player, and I'd be already talking to somebody at Kixeye on Discord. But yeah, then I would say extend the timer or fix the lag. But I think, yeah, I agree with you, City. I don't want to see a level 30 something running around with an elite anything. No, I think this is doable. And we've already shown on the show how you can use a Jericho and do it. There's some alternative ways you can do it. If you've got some of those one-time use zombies, think outside the box. If you've got detonators, use them. If you've got ERMs, use them. Seriously, go build yourself 300 ERMs. Or move them from your armory and move them over to your main tunes and just, throw stuff in there to distract him and then kill him with something else. You can do it. All right, so let's go to the shout-outs. For me, this is how it runs, so we'll go with Anton. Anton, your shout-outs, please.
Yes, thanks, Lynn. Thanks for the impromptu show. Watch out, because I think we might be doing a few more of these impromptu shows. It'll be good for everybody. They're nice and fun and all that there. And thanks everybody in YouTube land, and also to Skipjack for presenting this show there and give us basically the whip to say, get your asses in gear here, there, let's do this, rather than do our own private hangout.
Well, it was
do it
really
for the community. So we'll be doing this anyway privately. So that was good to actually do
I
it.
have no problem throwing up an input. Yeah, let's share it live. Not while you guys were smashing stuff and losing stuff and having to coin some of it so you could look presentable for the live show. But yes, we may not do like Shadow does. This group of guys, you guys may not do it like Shadow does and he blows his shit up live, but we blew our shit up in the pre-show so that you wouldn't have to. And we gave you tips on what not to use in the base. We proved that one. But yeah, thank you guys for being willing to share, because you could have said no because that you didn't want to show anyone. A lot of people hold that stuff close to their chest, so that means a lot. And I would like to, especially City, because I want to go to you next. If you actually, can I hold you to last?
Yeah, fine.
Okay. All right. So we're going to go to the one, please, and I'll try not to call you by your first name because that's what I call you.
Yeah, that's fine. I want to give a shout out to everyone on the panel and the YouTube, and I want to apologize for me being so late because I overslept again.
Okay. Awesome. Switch. Is he there? Tomas.
He's probably hitting the base.
And then he's not screen sharing. You're holding back on me, Okay, Trickster.
Yeah, thanks to you putting the show on. Thanks to the panel. Thanks to YouTube for getting up at ungodly hours for some of you. Tuning in. Good to see Shadow Killer again. I hope he gets better soon.
That was awesome.
So, yep, thanks to the Queen of War Commander yourself.
Oh my goodness gracious. Don't make me cry, daggone it. I'm going to make it through a show without crying. Bless your heart. Thank you very much. Okay, City, your shout-outs.
No, just cheers for having me on, guys. I will keep pushing and seeing what I can find out with this base later on today. Maybe another video up. I don't want to keep posting the same thing up. Everyone's doing the siege, so I will be trying other things. Thanks, Skips, for sending me the link, and it was a great show. Good job, guys.
No, it's great. Thank you so much, and thank you for understanding when we were sending you PMs, and you were like, "I'm going to stick with the videos." I'm like, "Well, do you mind if we do this?" So I'll go ahead, and the first part of my shout out will be to you for doing what you do when you want to do it, the way you want to do it, and making sure that what you're doing is not just good for the community, because everything you do is good for the community, but doing what makes you happy and trying to find that balance. And I'm not going to go into more detail on that, but trying to find that balance of what makes you happy. And so just sharing just a little tiny bit of information while we were, I'm so sorry about the daggone notifications. I swear to God, I'm going to kick somebody at Facebook.
Mute.
Oh, no, that's just it. They are all muted and I'm still getting them. And they'll be unmuted for like 3 or 4 days. And I'll double check it after I run a full cleaner and it'll be fine. And then all of a sudden, like 3 or 4 hours, I'm on and they start doing again, whether I'm on a live show or not. I want to just share just briefly. The guys we were in the hangout, and you know how we all hang at different times. I just happened to be up and got a notification, so that was one good time. And I'm thinking, who in the world wants to do a live show at 4:44 in the morning? Oh my God, what are they thinking? And I knew the bases were out yet, but I'm like, I'm not touching these things until I talk to the guys. So it was really funny because you guys were in a room. But that was really awesome. And when you said that you wanted to concentrate on the videos, because these are, I said it, and I'm going to say it out loud, and then I'm going to retract it. I said, well, these are cities, guys, but, you know, and in my mind, I'm like, besides Anton, I'm like, well, these are cities, guys. And you know what? I'm retracting that. We all do what we do for ourselves, for our friendships and the camaraderie and the people that we meet, even if people are just acquaintances. And it's not about who's guys or who's show or who's guys and gals. Okay. It's about what's cool. Let's all get together. And I want to thank you, even though I'm an admin on your page, for letting me promote, you know, because after your show, you know, because the United States people can't, most of them can't watch your show. So we did your show last week. They're all at work.
Yeah.
And then when they get home, they do watch your show because you're city. But they wanted also a live show so they could participate in the YouTube.
That's
So,
good. No. Your show was way before my show. The Unshackled shows was way before my show ever come to fruition.
It's not my show. See, I'm not a producer. I just decided to do this to host it on my rig so Anton and everybody could, without getting any lag of hosting the show. And I could do all the presentation, you know, so it would be kind of seamless over to YouTube. So no, it's I wanted to be, so it's there's none of this us and them, and that's what I love. And I mean, I everybody that's on this panel is and anybody who's associated with Unshackled is free to go anywhere that they want to go whenever they want to go, and vice versa. That's what you said, exactly the same thing. And I will go anywhere where I'm invited. I know 2 places that I'm not invited, but I don't care. It doesn't bother me. It really, those things don't bother me anymore. Did we used to be that way? Probably. Should we have been that way? Maybe not. Is that one of the reasons why I'm not a producer anymore? You betcha. So the only reason why I'm producing today and hosting is just because it was easier to present and have everybody share. So I want to thank you, City, for understanding that if I say to you, hey, mind if I do this?
Most of you guys knows what was going on behind closed doors, and I'm not going to bring it up in the chat, but I was pinned to a thing that, and it didn't go well. It didn't work out well, and I never wanted to pin anyone. Your fun in the game isn't the same as my fun. Your fun is probably for everyone on this panel is going onto the shows and showing what you've learnt that day. If there's a new base out, this is how we're going to do it. This is how we're going to do it. And how can I say to someone, this is my show, you're only coming on my show, you go on another show, you're not. That's not fair on anyone to do that. I'm never ever going to do that. I say I'm never ever going to do that. You see what happened. You know what happened behind closed doors, guys. It went wrong, and I've turned the corner, and hopefully I can move forward. I'm not sure if I will do any more live shows, because for me it sucked all the life out of me. Every single time I did one, there was someone complaining in my ear hole.
But you know what? You know what we did? You called on 2 people that you're really, really close with, and you said, hey, what do you think? And we all know what happened, but I'm not going to name names. Called on 2 people. One person's never even hosted anything like that before, and the other person's been doing shows forever, including porn shows that you guys don't even know about. Way before I was doing. I had a mask on. Let's see if you can find me. I did do a happy birthday song though every once in a while. Yeah, so I put some nice stuff out there just when it was somebody's birthday, and they would get a happy birthday song. See if you can find me. I have a Mardi Gras mask on. See if you can find me.
Let me PM Shadow Killer for the link.
I'm still out there. I don't have any of that midget stuff though, okay? Because I really couldn't find one to put on camera. But if I could find one to hire to put on camera, I would have got her a Mardi Gras mask too. But anyway, it's more about you've got people that have got your back, and I don't want you to give up on that. If it's causing you grief, then don't do it. But for the community, if you want to do it and have somebody else host it, and you want to call me up and say, hey, and if the person who's hosting it, who happens to be on this panel, if he's hosting it and he says, hey, will you run alongside of me so I get everything right and push the buttons right? Yeah, no problem. I don't have any problems with it. Or I'll do the talking and we'll teach that person how to push the buttons at the right time. However it is that you want to do it, whatever you want to do that makes you happy and still allows you to continue to do what you do for the community, and you get to play your game. Did you learn a lot from that experience? Yes. What happened behind closed doors? Did you benefit from that experience before what happened behind closed doors? Absolutely, because I was with you for 2 of those shows on, and 2 weeks in a row I was with you on and off. I know you had fun. I know you learned, like me, a whole lot about PvP that you were, still getting the hang of. And I know you enjoy PvP more because of it. So maybe that's all that was about. So when God opens one door and then closes it, don't keep trying to bang on the damn door. Move on to the next door.
That is exactly it.
That's exactly.
I've got to go, guys, because I've actually got to go out and get myself some dinner.
So I just want to tell everybody, thank you for showing up. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you.
Good man, sorry.
All right, you guys have a great evening / afternoon. And for Australia, geez, is it already? It's not Monday yet. It's like Sunday night in Australia. Anyway, so you guys take care. If you have any questions, please remember to like and subscribe. Post the show to your pages and all the other pages that you know. You're not on Discord, get on Discord. It's like having a live customer support with the KIXEYE team members. Oh, and it's Labor Day, Monday. Sorry, PSA. Public service. Monday is a federal holiday, national or federal, however you want to think of it. However, KIXEYE does have offices on throughout the entire North American continent. So the offices in the United States will be closed on Monday. They'll have skeleton crews, but the Canadian office will be covering for those people that are off that day, in addition to the skeleton crews that'll be working the holidays. So if you have any kind of issues, get in the Discord. They will have plenty of coverage, and the moderators will be covering. Even Dark Shadows has off tomorrow. So we've got this covered. Okay, so thank you all for coming out. Remember to like and subscribe. If you're friends with Shadow Killer on Facebook, from my heart to all of the community, it would really make me feel good if you reached out and send them a get well or something. And those of you who didn't know that Troy's mom, who runs the wiki, had passed away, if you're friends with him on Discord, forums, or on Facebook, if you could please reach out to him. This is a really, really rough time for him right now. If you're wondering why he doesn't get back to you as a moderator, please allow him the time to grieve. And don't say how long someone should or should not grieve for the loss of their mother. So we're going to give him all the time he needs. It's a volunteer position, ladies and gentlemen. If you have a chance to reach out to him and tell him how much you appreciate, even if you're a past War Commander player, reach out to him and tell him how much you appreciate him so that he can be held up during this difficult time. All right, that's all I'm going to say. Love each and every one of you, whether you love me or not. I don't care, because I love you anyway. Even if you hate me, I still love you because you're entertaining, because you hate me even more. That's entertainment. I love it, and it's free. All right, everybody, we are War Commander Unshackled. Peace out.